All right, we are 10 minutes away from the NFL draft first round from kicking off. This is going to be my live reactions. Right here, you're going to see everything raw. Right here as it happens. So you're going to hear my insight. You're going to hear everything that I'm going to say. I'm not streaming. It's going to be going on to YouTube after the draft is over. So if you guys do enter in the NFL Mock Draft Challenge, which you could have done, all you had to do is send me your NFL mock draft done on Pro Football Focus, done on paper. Any way you could have made a mock draft for the first round, just send it to me. You could have been entered for a chance to win $50. So most of the time here, I'm going to be doing the point system and all that, checking up on that.
Here we go.
So
2026 Pittsburgh, 2027 Minneapolis, 2028 Indy, 2028 Indy. We could go to that low key in 2028 Indy.
Senior year.
2029 Atlanta, 2030 Seattle, 2031 Miami. Why don't the Panthers get one?
Very modest watch party. In previous years, I've had multiple people over for a watch party. This year, only got me and my one guy Ryan here, but that's all right. We're gonna have a fun night. It's gonna be a blast. I'm so excited because you never know what happens in the NFL draft. And you see, I'm getting notifications left and right. Mysterious Pete Carroll gif. Raiders head coach on the field with the draft trade rumors. Will the Raiders trade up to get Ashton Jeanty?
Apparently they want.
Or will they trade up to get Travis Hunter?
Do you think
we'll
they're
have to see? Will the Browns and Giants even listen to those trade calls made by those teams? We'll have to see.
I got a question.
Very curious.
I got a question for my boy. If you had to see what do you think the first trade is going to happen in the NFL? Do you think the Browns and the Giants are going to listen? Or do you think they're going to fall back? Do you think the Raiders trade back? Do you think the Panthers trade back?
I think I'd be shocked to see a team trade up successfully for Travis Hunter. I think the first 3 picks are set. It's going to be Cam Ward. It's going to be
Travis Hunter,
then Abdul Carter. Anything beyond that, I think the Patriots could trade down.
I do see the Patriots because they need an offensive line, but they could also trade back to try to. They could also maybe take McMillan at 4. That seems a bit high.
No, they would not take McMillan. Vrabel loves the trenches. He's going to target an offensive lineman. It seems like Will Campbell is their target, but are they going to trade down for a Ashton Jeanty team that loves this guy, who's in love with Ashton Jeanty? Are the Patriots going to listen to trade offers so they can trade down, get more picks, and still get their guy in Will Campbell?
Or do they take Ashton Jeanty at 4 and steal him from the Jags? Because I know that I've been hearing things about the Jags really, really want Jeanty, and maybe trade Travis Etienne to get Jeanty.
You see, for the past few months, everyone's been very, very secure that the Jags are going to go Mason Graham, but now, just in the past week, they're saying that the Jags are going to target Ashton Jeanty.
But if the Patriots steal him at 4, that would make the Jags pretty unhappy.
Will the Patriots do it? Will they target an offensive tackle for Will Campbell? I will have to see.
Or will they trade back?
No.
Or will they trade back potentially their first round pick to try to get a receiver like Luther Burden?
The options are endless. Luther Burden. Rumors are that he will not even make it in the first round because of his character issues. I have him in my latest mock draft. I have him landing number 26 to the LA Rams. We'll have to see tonight if that actually happens.
Or potentially trading back and maybe getting an Emeka Ibuka, Ohio State late first round. Trading back with a late first round team like the Broncos.
We'll have to see.
Getting Ibuka.
So where do I have all these papers?
Titans are not moving off the number 1 pick.
Here is my official 4.0 NFL mock draft.
This man knows his stuff right here.
I got all I need is my first round.
How many rounds did you do?
I did 3, just like Mel Kiper. We're off to see
There's
at
Cam
the
Ward.
end
There's Cam Ward.
Friday night whether I did better or Mel Kiper did better. We'll have to see.
Mel Kiper knows his stuff. It's also just a projection. You have no idea what's going on behind the scenes with general managers and coaches.
Mel Kiper, he's got
insight, but he also can't fully predict what's going to happen.
Right.
He's not perfect.
Browns keeping phone lines open.
Browns need who's the Browns quarterback right now?
Kenny Pickett is their starting quarterback.
See, I feel like if they're going to trade back, they're going to trade back to try to get a quarterback. Like a Shador. They're going to trade back with maybe the Saints at 9 to get Shador.
They still have Joe Flacco. They have
Flacco's 42.
They have 3 quarterbacks on the roster. I don't see them drafting to get a fourth quarterback. It just doesn't make sense.
What if they like try to trade one of those quarterbacks, trade their pick, try to get Shador back later first?
It just doesn't make. It just doesn't make sense.
You think the Giants go quarterback or Abdul Carter?
They have three quarterbacks. They have Tommy DeVito, they have Russell Wilson, and Jameis Winston. Quarterback for the Giants just doesn't make sense.
Is that their future answer? Russell Wilson's about 36 years old and has not played well since he played in the Seahawks about 4 years ago.
The Giants have to do something, and the best pick to win now will probably be because the Giants, their current front office, they're on the hot seat. If they don't win now, they will be fired coming.
And Brian Daboll, their head coach, is definitely on the hot seat coming into this year,
and he is for sure on the hot seat.
And I would say, if the Giants get Abdul Carter, you have Abdul Carter, Brian Burns, and Kayvon Thibodeau on that defensive line. That is scary looking next year for that defense. That is a scary defense next year. You get for Carter to pair with Burns and Thibodeau.
Future quarterback. Don't expect.
No.
There's the Saints. Saints are not expected to draft a quarterback at 9.
A fresh defensive front.
I just don't see them not.
But what if Shador's available? Like, I feel like they take Shador if he's available.
Player available.
Derek Carr's got a injury that's going to keep him out for the whole
And who's their backup?
season.
Spencer Rattler.
Do they run with Spencer Rattler for a season?
No way.
Do you wait to the second round to take a guy? I don't know.
Who would be available in the second round, though? Do you think Dart's going to fall that far back?
I don't know.
Jackson Dart a lot.
Wow.
Jackson Dart could go to the Giants at 3. I don't know if he goes up that high, but he could.
In the meantime, he's also a player.
It's like this could be another Daniel Jones situation with the Giants a few years ago. A surprise at high pick, maybe Dart or Milrow.
Yeah.
Because I think Milrow has the brightest upside. I think Milrow has easily the brightest upside with how quarterbacks are played nowadays.
I am doing everybody's scoreboard right now. I'm filling it
How's the
out.
scoring going to work,
The
Noah?
NFL Mock Draft Challenge. Well, the points are pretty much simple. They're out on the Instagram. If you get an exact match, you get 10 points. If you get a player that is the same position, you get 5 points.
So if you get the first, is it 1 point for each pick? So if you get the first 5 picks wrong, 5 picks right, it's 5 points.
No, if you get 10, you get 10 points for each exact match, but you also get streak bonuses. So let's say you get
Like 3 picks in a row.
if you get not even 3. If you get one pick, if you get one pick and you get 1 and 2 right, you get an extra 1 point. That's an extra pick. That's an extra point. But if you go 5 picks consecutively, that's an extra bonus 5 points on top of the extra points that you already got. It's a little complicated, but it's out on my Instagram.
So if you get all 32 picks right,
That's a
that'd be
lot.
shocking. But if you got all 32 right, then you are better than Mel Kiper, and they should fire him, and you should be hired.
Essentially.
He thought about this walk.
And I don't have any connections to the NFL. I just hear and I see needs and
This man is like Mel Kiper of college.
Put on his new team.
I'm like the college football guy. He's the NFL guy. I'm the college guy.
It's a Titans hat. Now, in a room right off of this stage are 32
How confident
of all
are you that Cam Ward goes 1 to the Titans?
measurements just yesterday. And
Huh?
How confident are you that Cam Ward goes 1 to the Titans at 1? Do
hat.
you think
I am 85% sure that this pick
85?
85.
What's the 15% not? You think they're going to roll with Will? You think they'd roll with Levis for another year? I don't think Titans fans
The
would want
Titans fans wouldn't want that, but it could be the smart move if they get a generational guy like Travis
that.
Hunter.
And what, potentially try to tank again next year for Arch Manning?
Possibly.
Try to get Hunter in this year's draft, Manning next year.
I mean, that could be the move.
Years, your city has been essential.
Oh.
NFL
Oh, dude, this is awesome. This commercial.
NFL Draft is one of the most underrated sports events of the year.
Do you think it's like one of the most watched sports events?
It's very heavily watched, I would say. With NBA playoffs tonight, I mean, I know Detroit's probably not going to be watching at least the first 15 picks. They might tune into the last 15 for the Lions to hear what they might have to do.
They bring back a whole feeder from Minecraft.
Yeah, it's the Johnson guys, yeah.
This is what's that here? Easy.
That's pretty cool that they rented out a whole theater.
Johnson has a neck one of the 2025.
Are they hosting this like right outside? Are they hosting this like right outside Lambeau?
And Mary, if you can see, this place has filled up in the shadow of Lambeau Field. An estimated 250.
Don't turn the lights off.
here tonight.
No. We don't have to turn because I need to see these papers and stuff.
That's a selection.
Dalton's coming. He's on his way.
W. Can you start writing? Do you have an extra? Do you have a pencil or no?
I do not.
I got you.
I'm gonna go get my school bag in a second because I gotta study for an exam.
Okay, I don't.
What do you need me to do? Here, I'll go get my pen. What do you need me to write?
All right, just write. You see how I have Gingy NFL mock draft mock points? I'll tell you a name. Write the NFL mock draft points, and then write 1 through 32 down.
Expected to be the first pick in the big draft. A remarkable rise for that player who made the right decision a year ago when he almost came out. There's Travis
He made an amazing decision to go back to college. Cam Ward,
Star.
played great in Miami. You see, for all that time though, I debated whether he could be the #1 pick just because of those character issues. He stepped out of a game
It's not
at Miami in the middle of a bowl game that they really needed him to win that game, and they lost.
What's
up, Dimitri?
Here's called to Randall. That will be one of the storylines as he had his legendary father. Round one of the NFL draft tonight from Texas. If we bring you inside this draft theater, we are absolutely thrilled once again to bring you this magnificent event. It is our privilege to welcome you to Green Bay. The not quite frozen tundra tonight, although there's a
The only thing is, I will say, I could check my text. I think somebody may have already had this reserved during movie night.
Really?
Yes. I'm going to quickly double check. I do believe that's the board game club.
Oh well, we were down here first.
No. I didn't know you could have this reserve. We can move. Is the lobby
Movie nights.
What time? At 8? 8:45? All right. Then we'll have to move our
The
setup.
thing is, it doesn't say we're not going to be in the trustees' basement.
It doesn't say it's going
It
to be in the
doesn't say
basement?
it's in the
The
basement.
Drake is my #1 quarterback.
It
What?
just says in trustees.
But you hear the Colorado Olympics. I know.
And who is this?
Board game club, Asbury board game.
Hold up from the.
That's a thing?
Yeah.
Who's in it?
You?
You?
A bunch of people. There's over 60.
60.
And girls come to this too?
Yep.
Really?
Oh.
They're watching Transformers 1.
Oh.
So
That's Megan Fox.
that would probably be down here, I would assume.
I don't know.
Maybe. There's no remote upstairs. Remember?
Yeah.
You have a friend who does whose remote works on the upstairs TV.
Yes.
We use it.
Maybe. Yeah.
Okay. What are we gonna? Okay. What do you want me to write?
I'm going to here. Let me text the head.
Once the
See.
first, yeah, that's fine. Once the first pick, yeah, ask him where it is. But once the first pick happens, which will be at maybe 8:05, we'll move. I just need to see the first pick, and then I'll move.
Of riding bicycles in this city.
What do you need me to write?
Write Abe NFL mock draft points, and then go 1 through 32 down, kind of like what I'm doing here.
Very bad. Now, first, I want you to see that tradition reenacted tonight as the commissioner makes his way
Computer
to
turned
the
off.
stage. I see some bicycles out here in the crowd. As the commissioner gets set to come out and welcome everyone here.
Here we go. In his bike, really?
Roger.
Hey, why do they boo him?
Because he's the commissioner. It's a tradition. It's fun.
It was a tradition on my career for the phrase and the custom. CBS, he did not know his bicycle. The usual.
I don't know why they
He's not a very good commission.
As you
Where'd you guys get the L8?
I had one left over from my running. Is that Lil Baby?
No, it's Lil Wayne.
Oh,
Buddy doesn't know his rappers.
I don't listen to that kind of rap music.
He's gonna actually the first pick might not happen until 8:15 because they gotta say the NFL draft is officially open.
seeming as far as here.
Do you want to move upstairs then?
We have to, yeah, but not now, not now.
Okay. The 2025 NFL Draft in Green Bay, Wisconsin.
Yeah, I got it. You got him. You got him written down.
All right.
Can you me write anybody else down? Me? Can you me write me?
betting on this or something?
Yeah, you can do Ryan.
With a population of 170. But we have over 125,000 people here and still counting.
Holy cow!
In a tiny town.
I know.
Obviously, Green Bay may be small, but it's mighty.
That was kind of cringy. I won't lie.
That was kind of. There's people watching it at Lambeau.
I hope you have a great few days.
That's crazy.
How do they do it? I don't understand that. I wish Charlotte would host. I don't know why Charlotte has. Charlotte's never hosted it. Imagine all the Bears and Vikings and Packers fans. I mean, and Lions fans. They're probably getting booed.
We will welcome in next generation into the NFL and bring hope to every NFL.
We gotta move soon. I'm just waiting for the first pick. The board game club had this basement reserved for tonight, so
Do they? But it never said basement.
It just said in trustees, so I didn't know whether that.
I assume they mean basement. I don't know where else they'd fit 60 people. So yeah, that's probably the club.
Jordy Nelson.
You can't
Thanks for
really,
watching.
there's nothing else you can reserve besides this.
Besides the basement?
There's nothing else to reserve. Like, what else would you reserve?
Why would they reserve it? Why couldn't they just go to like the communications room and do it?
You can't do it.
So, what time did I reserve?
8:45.
8 o'clock? I thought you said 8:45.
8:45.
If it was 8 o'clock, they'd already be here.
Give me a second. I'm trying.
Dude, is that Clay Matthews?
Think so.
From Donald Trump?
Yeah, at 8:45. My bad. 8:45.
Clay Matthews, legend.
Good little win, bro.
The Bears still suck.
That's kind of funny.
Weren't they better than the Packers? No, they weren't.
All the people who hate Trump but are Packers fans are like,
They don't hate Trump. Not in Green Bay. Green Bay's a red town.
I don't know.
Wisconsin went red this year. Trump.
That doesn't mean there's not Democrats there, bro.
Well, I didn't say there were, but I
That's
said
what you're saying.
I think Green Bay is red.
It probably is, but that doesn't mean there's not Democrats.
Oh no, there's Democrats in here. There's Democrats that go to this school, unfortunately.
Why is that unfortunate?
Because it's a Christian school. You can't be a Christian and be a Democrat because they don't believe in Christian values.
Why not?
They're starting.
With 20.
There's lots of things about the Republican Party that's not Christian too, bro. There's lots of things about the Republican Party that aren't Christian.
Oh, I know. Neither side is perfect.
So you can't be a Christian and be
What? Are you a Titans fan?
Yeah. I have family from Tennessee, so
What are you racist?
We're doing our
the
points.
challenge.
Did you
I
create a
count-
draft?
I calculate the points.
To hear the directors up in the top. Not to hear so many
You
options.
get 10 minutes in the first round. I forgot
they
about
got
that.
10 minutes.
What do you have? What do you think?
Travis?
Cam Ward.
It's
Cam Ward or Hunter?
It's Cam Ward. It's Cam Ward.
Available next.
They need a franchise QB. And, you know, Cam
Unless
Ward.
they go with Levis for one more year and tank to get Arch Manning.
Isn't bad. As far
You're
as
not
I'm-
going Shador?
What? No, he's gonna slide out. He might not even be a first
He
round.
might not
QB.
be a first round guy.
I have him going to the Saints at 9.
Ward's not a for sure franchise guy, but he's the closest you can get to one.
I think next year. I think they go Hunter and tank to get Arch Manning.
But I know the Titans. They need a quarterback and they need a wide receiver. Because
That's true.
They just got a receiver. They just got Lockett today for a year.
He's a slot guy. I mean, do you really want Traylon Burks?
So hopefully they get a decent one.
Well, they ain't gonna go receiver number 1 overall.
All inquired about the availability of Cam Ward to the Titans. All were denied despite the fact that the New York Giants
This is the reason why they traded off their one big guy,
fixed the Titans.
Jamar Chase, Derrick Henry.
General Manager.
This was the reason why they traded him off.
Who?
AJ
Brown? AJ Brown?
Yeah, just so they can get first pick. That was the trade. It was like if they
No, AJ Brown. No, they traded AJ Brown years ago.
Once you're done with Ryan,
They traded AJ Brown,
can
but
you do
the thing is,
Hunter?
Last
Yeah.
year they
Hunter who?
traded
Hunter from Johnson?
Hunter Schulte?
Yeah, he did one.
Bro, last year they traded Derrick Henry to get first draft pick.
Or they just sucked this year.
Yeah, but they did that so that they could get a first pick.
They also wouldn't have had the first overall pick if the Patriots didn't.
And Ward just picked up the phone.
Yeah, they're going.
It's gonna be Cam Ward.
Am I taking Cam Ward?
Sure.
Wait, the Titans.
Making my draft. Cam Ward number 9. I actually know nothing about this.
Shador's huge draft chain. Bro's not even going to be a first round QB. You want to do Hunters?
Yeah.
What the third round becomes just more athletic.
There's Shador.
Physically, athletically. So
I think he's only like as hyped as he is because of his last name. I mean, he's good. He's a really good QB.
that's in the bracket.
He's just not a runner. Cam Ward can run. That's what the Titans want.
Precise, accurate passing, short, intermediate, feet. He does all that. He would sack.
This is Mel Kiper talking right now.
Yeah,
I
I don't like him very much.
Long block.
Really?
Long blocks. Holy leg block. After
I'll tell you what, Shador's a lot more accurate than Cam Ward.
Guess what? The police was that through the roof. How many balls hit the ground? When he needed to come through it, he did.
That's why Travis Hunter to throw the ball to.
Dang, he's good.
He's still not going to be. He might
It
be.
was a very basic throw. It's not.
Get your first down with his.
He's got a
That was a
very,
challenging throw.
Yeah.
he's got a very good arm.
But he's still able to
He's got a very good arm.
Yeah, but he's not.
He makes some bad decisions.
He's also very accurate.
He's for a.
What a throw! That's an accurate throw.
It's an accurate. He's very accurate, but
He's just not a. First of all, he's not a runner. He's not great at
he
scrambling.
can't
the pocket.
run. His decision making could be better, and he could use.
I mean, he can scramble, but he's not like a runner. He
No.
can scramble. Like he can get scrambled.
His NFL comparison is Jared Goff.
Jared Goff can't scramble.
Well, that's the comparison. He still can't scramble that well.
So that's not bad. He's not bad.
He's not gonna go.
Or there's the other guy.
In
Sam.
this thing, it's been proven time and time again.
I would open up some of these snacks, but I think we have to leave. So
Quarterback play. The two things everyone wants is great decision making and accuracy on the football.
Cam Ward's not that accurate though.
Hold on a second.
And it's the two things that Shador Sanders has built his
Titans.
career.
Titans are calling.
And yet,
Titans are calling their guy.
Calling Cam Ward.
for things that really people.
Who's their new coach, by the way? Oh, did they stick with their coach?
It's
Yeah, they stuck with the coach.
who was it? Brian Callahan.
Yeah, that was a dumb decision.
Right, so-
Yeah, I believe the Tennessee
They never should have fired Mike Vrabel.
Cam Ward.
Oh yeah, that was a stupid move. I'm sorry.
And he does have.
You don't have to be sorry. It's
Wait,
good.
they're
Patrick Mahomes, NFL compare?
I don't know if that's the right comparison, Mike Mel Kiper.
And the ability to find time.
He can run, but he also is not that very accurate.
Screaming and hoping you're walking on.
He's not the most accurate QB.
Patrick Mahomes is a little extreme. I won't lie.
Yeah, nobody is compared to Patrick Mahomes. It's Patrick Mahomes. You can't compare to Mahomes.
But then
There is no comparison to Patrick Mahomes. He stands alone above everybody.
defensively, platform throw. Just look at this fight off the top.
Two QBs you can't compare to ever are Tom Brady and Patrick Mahomes.
It's like Derek Jeter playing for the indoor Yankee when he puts it on a rope and puts it right where it needs to be. Patrick has done this time and time again.
Oh, he's comparing the play.
Kick is in.
Yes, the plays.
This is just the
Kick is in.
and you do
Titans, they just got their pick.
be the same thing.
Question is who are they going to?
We're going on this train, and this is why Cam Ward is number one overall pick. All right, Burger. So settle the tie here. I've got one vote for Shador. I've got one vote for Cam Ward. If it was 14, who would you select? Three for me.
Here, I finished it.
All right, thanks, dude.
Hunter, Ryan, and Abe. How many people submitted?
One
158 pass touchdowns, most by any QB.
or
158 pass touchdowns, most by any QB in D1 history. Yeah, he also played like
Wow.
9 years, and he also played in college for like 9 years.
Completing the football, his economy,
6,
He also played for like
he does
1,000 years. Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
6,
Right, so the
7,
expected to be Cam Ward over here.
8,
That
9, 10, 11 submissions.
do that. So he's scoring a young
So it
career.
not like the March Madness bracket at all, but it's still better than last year. 11 submissions, pretty solid.
Draft changed fine. Instead, transferred to the U and look at him now. Perhaps
Did everyone have Cam Ward as their
I had
picker?
Cam Ward as
You had
well.
Cam Ward.
National Football League that you heard little safety comparison.
I wanted Shador to go one because I think Shador has I think Shador and Jalen Noah have the highest upside.
Jalen Miller.
In today's age of quarterbacks, he's just another Lamar Jackson. He can run.
Oh,
Hold on. He doesn't make the best
I
decisions.
don't know anything about football, honestly, but Lamar Jackson is way faster than so.
The commissioner.
Jalen Moore ran like a 4.4.
Bro, Lamar is different, dude.
Jalen Moore is different.
I don't doubt that.
Here we go, Cam Ward. Here we go. First overall pick.
Come on. With the first
Pick.
pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Tennessee Titans select Cameron Moore.
Wow, that's the pick.
I'm not surprised by that. Are you surprised by that?
Well, Ginger got 5 points. He went with Sanders.
He went with Shador Sanders?
He went with Sanders.
That's a dumb pick. Why did he go Shador Sanders? So he got 5 points for that?
Yeah,
Why did he get points for that? You shouldn't get any
because he
points.
got the right position.
Watch Cameron Moore.
You're the one who makes the points. I don't know.
We have major breaking news.
How many?
Oh, breaking news.
First
Are
trade.
you actually?
The Cleveland Browns have traded.
No way.
They're moving back to number 5.
The Jags traded up.
They're gonna get
Hunter.
Hunter.
The number 5 overall pick, a second round pick, number 36, a round pick, number 126, and the first round pick of the Jaguars in 2020.
What? They had to give up a second and a first. The Jags are getting Travis Hunter. Are you kidding
Get
me?
Abdul Carter.
Are you kidding
In the NFL, James Gladstone.
I am shocked by that. The Browns, which means the Browns
me?
are
The
gonna,
Jags made the move.
which means the Browns are gonna go Shador at 5. The Browns are gonna go Shador at 5.
Not necessarily. That means they might go Ashton Genty at 5.
Nah, the Titans will go Genty or Hunter.
What?
Here's one with the commissioner. This is something.
Are you kidding me?
How does that affect the draft now? Since you don't.
Because nobody expected the Browns to trade back ever at all.
Now that the teams are all picking in different,
The D that is the play.
No, it's just those two.
it doesn't matter though.
No one predicted that trade, so no one.
Right now.
The only way people could get points here
Stop it.
is if the Jaguars pick the right position or the right player. Let's
Which
say.
is Genty.
He could be a flake.
I'm no shot the Jags moved up for Ashton Genty.
He
No
would have
shot.
already been back at 5.
He can be strategically worked in a quarterback late in the first half.
Unbelievable. We heard the rumors, and the rumors are true. Are you kidding me?
Are you surprised? Are you shocked?
I'm shocked. I didn't see this coming.
In my opinion, the best player in this draft. I don't think it's when you think about what he could do. I understand.
Okay, now I got a question for you. Will he play 2 positions in the NFL?
A year or two.
Will the Jags let him
Oh,
play
yeah.
both positions?
Oh, yeah. The Browns didn't want him to play both positions. That's why the Jacksonville Jaguars, I guess the Browns listened to the trade, and it looks like the
So you think the
Jags.
Jags want him to play 2 positions? You think the
Oh,
Jags-
yeah.
Benefit in college up until this
I'd be shocked.
just focus on one position. So how can you be great at one spot when you're playing both ways? You're after all of
So if the player goes to the correct team but at a different pick, you'd still get 7 points. So if anyone really had Hunter going to Jacksonville, you get 7 points. But
We've never seen before. For them to give this up, they believe he's that. And for all this talk about can he play both sides of the NFL, think about this. The NFL game is slow. College football's a lot faster, and he did it in college football. So how come he couldn't do it in the NFL?
that's
When the game is
crazy.
slow, there are fewer plays.
And he's right. The NFL is slower than college. The NFL is slower. He's going to have more time to rest
Can do it
in the NFL than he will in college.
Wow, I did not expect a trade.
You can believe he's going to use him on offense to the fullest extent. Sure, like
I don't think you want to play him 120 snaps a game. I don't think that's what. I think it's going to be something like 60, 40, 75, 25, something like that in terms of breaking it up. Look, Deion did tell him, it was Deion Sanders, when I went out to Colorado, that he would start him on the offensive side of the ball when they break out of their initial first team meeting, whatever team he goes to. He needs to learn the nuance that you can see.
But there's no way they traded up to get, unless they're getting Carter.
Defense. You don't press to find anybody up here to say anything different. So look, Mel Met put it perfect. You're getting 2 for 1 with this guy. You're getting 2 players in one. Absolutely, you move up to get that kind of player.
Let's make sure everyone can see exactly what it is that the Jaguars have given up here. It is a significant trade.
Look at the haul the Jags give up here.
It's insane.
Look at this. Look at this haul. Look at
It's
this haul.
insane.
Look at the Browns received 5th overall pick, 2nd and a 4th and a 2026
This
first.
year, a second and a fourth, and next year's first round pick. I'm curious to hear from you, Lewis Reddick.
Golly.
Andrew Brown.
They really believe in Hunter.
Referred.
I mean, he's going to play receiver for the Jaguars. So
He's
now
also
you
going to play
get
cornerback.
now you get Gabe Davis
He's also going to play corner.
That receiving core is insane.
They also have, don't they have Kirk?
Gabe
Don't they have
Davis.
Christian Kirk?
No,
Trevor Lawrence
Trevor
throwing to Hunter.
Lawrence to Travis Hunter, Brian Thomas, the rookie from last year who broke out. Brian Thomas, Gabe
What
Davis,
about their
and
offensive
De'Ami
line?
Brown.
What about their offensive line?
Bro, it's like the Bengals. Who cares when you have that many weapons?
Yeah,
Their
but
offensive line
Lawrence has
will
to
be
have time to
fine.
throw.
They will be fine. I will tell you right now. Their offensive line is very fine.
Quarterback. Because the Browns now have 2 second-round picks at the top of the draft, and they also have 2 ones.
That's insane. 2 ones.
They're quarterback rich draft, so they can offer.
Damn, that was
Here tonight, tomorrow, he'll opt for 2026, but they have the options. And the Jacksonville Jaguars instead have what they believe to be the best player in the draft.
No one mocked the Jaguars trading up.
I didn't mock this. I thought they were going to go Genty at 5.
I said no one.
I know, which means the Raiders are going to go Genty at 6.
So there's Travis Hunter there waiting the corner.
That's unbelievable.
Well, it's early here from Jacksonville. What are your thoughts on Travis Hunter now that would appear heading to Jacksonville after John me assumed he'd be going to
Grandpa.
Look, I think he's the best weapon in the draft. He's a unicorn, something that we have.
He's going to play 2 positions, and he's going to be dominant at both.
Jacksonville,
Yeah.
You have to need somebody
His dad's allowed to be here.
helping Trevor Lawrence, who's achieved so far in Jacksonville. You have to surround the quarterback with weapons.
Yeah, they know who they got. Look at that. They already know. They know immediately who they want.
Also,
They just got themselves a generational talent.
But they gave up so many picks.
When it's a generational talent, you do what you
They
gotta
gave-
do.
They gave up their first round next year. Like, what if they get the number 1 overall pick and Arch is there, and they don't get Arch?
young man.
What if they don't get Arch, man?
This is the new National Football League. This is a league where we do not used to see this sort of wheeling and dealing. This is becoming much more
The
common.
pick is in. We know who it is.
In place, as was pointed out by Adam Schefter moments ago, and one of the youngest and the newest in the NFL, making a dramatic move here.
I'm
The pick
gonna
is in the
study
Jaguars.
this tonight.
This is a brand new head coach, by the way. Liam Cohen, former offensive coordinator of the Tampa Bay Bucks.
Direction they've chosen to go. Huge.
So no one's getting the bonus streak here.
To announce the trade for this crowd.
I mean, it's early. We could still get another.
this year's draft.
While we are here tonight to celebrate the 32 young men entering the NFL, I'm honored to take a moment to recognize a player who's made a profound impact on
Is that Cam Hayward?
the field.
No.
The Walter Payton NFL Man of the
Who won the man of the year?
presented by Nationwide recognizes one player each year who best represents greatness and compassion both on and off the field and in the community. Tonight, we are proudly joined by the 2024 Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year, Eric Armstead.
Oh, off Saints defensive tackle. Saints. I wonder if there's any Panthers fans there.
First off,
Duval. What does that even mean?
It's the county that Jaguars playing.
To the commissioner, thank you to the Payton family.
Duval.
Oh, he's on the Jag. I didn't know he was on the Jags.
To, I want to encourage each player embarking on the NFL journey to identify a passion close to their heart and act upon it.
Who did Hunter pick?
Use your platforms
Did he
to
pick
make
Cam
your
Ward?
community, the league, and this world a better place.
Who did Hunter pick?
As we remember,
Ward.
Walter Payton strive to leave a positive legacy of
I
your
can't believe the Browns did that. I mean, they could have gotten a generational player. Now they might go Genty at 5 and then get quarterback, get like Jackson Dart or Shador, second round.
We have a trade.
You know, I might just calculate all this later. It's a lot to do right now.
The Cleveland
I
Browns
might just soak this in.
to the Jackson Jaguars.
They're going
It's
Hunter.
Travis Hunter. It has to
It's
be.
got to be Hunter.
With the second pick, it's the 2025 NFL Draft. The Jacksonville Jaguars select Travis Hunter.
Yep.
Wow.
Best player in the country right here.
Unbelievable.
Best player. The best player. He's the best player. Yeah, you knew he's gonna dance. You knew he's gonna dance. Where's Dion? Is he not there? You think Dion's there?
I would. His son is being drafted. I would assume.
Oh, do you think both of his sons are gonna get drafted? Do you think Shiloh gets drafted? Do you think Shiloh gets drafted? You go back to college.
Jackson State.
He wasn't eligible.
Play in an HBC, and then last year,
That is unbelievable.
Even Tech,
He just touched the Jags.
the best defensive player in the country. And now here's the second pick in the National Football League.
Will the Giants now trade down? Or
No, I think the Giants go Carter at 3.
right? You have to.
Yeah, but you put Carter with Thibodeau and Burns. Ooh.
Well, that's the thing. They might trade Kayvon Thibodeau now because he's on that 5th year left of his rookie contract.
No, I don't think that.
Guy soaring
You're
in.
bringing in an Abdul Carter who can play alongside Brian Burns.
Tomorrow night there's ice cream and inflatables.
Yeah.
Followed
Right
by the
after
Wham,
Wham.
and then the Wham after party. No, that's before.
Oh, that's before.
And then the Wham after party with pizza and a taco truck after.
Bro, what the heck? I'm not gonna be here. Why?
Tomorrow's the best.
Toyota. Why?
You work at Toyota?
Yeah, so he's going to work at Toyota. He doesn't even have a driver's license.
Really?
Shut up.
When I was out there,
What did you do at Toyota?
I work on the line. I worked last.
This guy is
and I
the
worked-
Jaguars. Just the
and I
Jaguars
worked,
just got
I'm
a
working
scary
this
good
summer
player.
online. So and last summer I worked in.
How shocked are you about
also
this?
worked back in Payton.
Out of 10, I'm like at 8.5 right now.
You 8 now. What's the point? What's the 1.5 you're not?
It's nice pay.
Because there was buzz that the Jaguars were going to make a move.
Would you think it would been? Would you think it was going to be with the Browns or the Giants?
What they did.
But everyone thought they were sticking with Mason Graham. So now where is Mason Graham going to land?
He's going to go to the. He might go to the Panthers at 8. Could fall back to the Panthers.
Would the Browns be okay taking Mason Graham?
No, they're going to take a quarterback.
Talk about the stamina. Yeah, it's hard playing football on one side of football. Louis, you know, you and I play deep. It's hard to play deep.
That man is special. My cousin knows him because he goes to college with Colorado.
Yeah, I'm going to calculate all this later. It's just too hard right now.
Soak it in right now.
Yeah, I'm so
Soak it in the draft.
It'll probably be easier later as well.
It's truly something when he been around this game a long time. Never seen anything like this.
That's crazy.
She can play on both sides of the ball. We understand that he can play one side and dabble on the other, but
Wow.
realistically,
Travis Hunter goes.
something short and no regard. He's as good as we've seen in a long
It just
time.
they had so many receivers already for Jacksonville, and now you add
I
another.
got a question for you, Noah.
What?
Can he? Mike Green just asked. Can he realistically have both sides of the ball full time? Can he play full time? Can he play 120 snaps a game
It's just not going to happen.
or 110 snaps a game?
The Jaguars will probably make him a corner. He's the best at corner because they just have so many options at
But I
receiver.
think they might sparingly use him at receiver.
Yeah, I'm
Like
sure
as
they
a-
will.
Like as a SWAT
Like,
guy.
he's-
Like as a SWAT guy.
He's definitely going to be either punt and kick returner. I 100%.
He's also going to be like a slot receiver too.
The Giants pick is in.
Q, what's your reaction to how all of that
Yeah,
unfolded?
let's hear his reaction.
So I'm super excited to be able to go back.
He knew.
He's from that area.
What kind of conversations did you have with the Jag staff about where they see you playing for them?
I mean, they told me they're gonna let me go out there and do what I do. So they put me on phone with no coordinator. So I'm just glad them to
Wow.
They're going to let him play both. They're going to let him play both positions.
Player in the draft era to be announced at both positions, receiver and defensive back. Congratulations.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
They're going to let him play both.
What an honor
Look at his suit though. That suit is clean.
as a fire.
It is absolutely clean. You don't like it? That suit is clean.
More of a classic
Black.
black, just like classic.
Oh, this is another guy that played two positions.
Street.
Don Hudson.
To catch 400 passes.
Golly.
10 interceptions.
One of the best.
How do you know who that is?
Really?
Are you an NFL guy?
Buddy, my dad beat this stuff into me. John Hudson was one of the best players
Deion
on the Green Bay
Sanders.
Packers and one of the best football players of all time.
Who are they? Are the Giants taking?
I think they go Carter, but I think what do you?
On both offense.
Because they didn't trade back, so they're going Carter.
I'm opening up a bag of chips.
I want to say that I don't want him to go Carter because I want Carter to fall to 8 so the Panthers can get him, please. I want Carter to fall to 8 so the Panthers can get him.
And now at number 3, so the New York Giants. You've been waiting all season long. This what direction this team
Do you think they go quarterback or Abdul Carter?
and then that conversation seems to recede. But that's the
Oh,
Ryan,
Ryan, I'm finishing out the press points now. It's not that hard.
Not? Okay, well, let's do them later. Is another one?
Well, the thing is, I don't understand it, but maybe it's easy enough that I can just plug stuff in. And just
Yeah, but we can't do that with homework.
You find out.
Yeah.
What's going
So-
on? Right.
I'll figure it.
I want to hear who's going number 3.
With the third pick
Dual Carter?
in the 2025 NFL Draft, the New York Giants select Abdul
They got him.
They got their guy.
Sven.
Look at that chain. That chain is absolutely clean.
So who are the Patriots going to get here? Could we see another trade?
Offensive lineman.
Could we see someone trade up for Ashton
So I
Jennings?
got that pick right because I had Carter going 3 to the Giants.
Most people did.
Man, I wanted the Panthers to get it so bad. He would have been so good. He would have been our Ryan Burns replacement. Ryan Burns, Kayvon Thibodeau, Abdul Carter. Scary. That T line is scary.
With Dexter Lawrence? Oh my goodness.
Now they got to find a quarterback, which means they're probably going to go Shador or
They might not get a quarterback till they might trade up into the second
I
round.
know, and they may go for like if Jackson Dart falls, they may go Dart, or if Shador falls, or Milrow could fall. Or what about Tyler Shaw? He's been rising up. in
His
ranks.
stock, his draft stock's been rising.
So has Dart's.
Everyone. Did Cleveland trade back? Will they take Dart at number 5? That
That would be a shocker. Is that going to be another Daniel Jones kind of thing? Remember a couple years ago when the Giants took Jones at 6? I think it's smart that the Giants resisted the QB early. Do you think it's smart that they did that?
who?
That they resisted QBs early?
The Giants?
Yes. Do you think it's smart?
They took a generational edge rusher. Of course, that's smart. There's no quarterback that's going to be generational for them at this pick.
Yeah, but they have Burns.
But they add even more.
Panthers never should have traded Brian
They
Burns. That was-
never had enough premium defensive edge.
Yes, but the Panthers never should have traded Brian Burns. They never should have traded him. Or at least if you trade him, you get a haul back. They got a 2nd-round pick and a 5th-round pick. They should have gotten a player and 2 first for how good Brian Burns is. I'm mad about that because the Panthers always make dumb trades for a bag of lemonade and a.
2 first. Let's calm down. Brian Burns is not a 2 first round kid.
He was our best player on defense. We should have gotten a 1st-round pick and a player in return for him.
Can you talk about
We should have gotten Thibodeau and a 1st-round pick.
He asked the Penn State coaches prior to the 24th season to put him at defensive end. He asked for the switch. They were wondering how he was going to handle when they put him in a 6 technique, right?
He is good. I mean, he's another.
It's up to the team, and whether or not he's
Dimitri, did that person answer you or no?
Again and
What?
again and again.
About
Let me
what
check
time
it
and
out.
where it's at?
It's at 8:45, but he has not texted me back. I'm going to see if I can call him.
Incredible play.
He wears the same uniform number that Micah Parsons did. Will he follow in those
Oh, this is another part. He's another Parsons.
effectiveness in the NFL? The Rise in Business takes us down to Molly, who is standing by for the 3rd pick of the draft.
Dude from my high school plays for Penn State on the D.
You know Carter?
Your entire child.
Starter on the D line.
What's? Oh, you told me about this. What's his name? He has some weird name, right?
Your family.
Hey, man.
Surreal. I won't be here without him. I'm just.
Look at that chain, though. That chain is clean.
Can I open see son?
You grew up in.
Can I open?
Yeah.
Thanks, bro.
Got it for.
Back to town.
Hey, I took my post test today. I got 49 out of 50. I got a 98 on it.
For all T or NT?
New T. I didn't take the pretest though.
You didn't cheat?
What?
You didn't cheat?
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Oh.
Great.
You did?
Molly, thank
Not for all of it. Some of it was kind of some of it was kind of obvious, but some of it was actually
Actually, I
cool.
didn't cheat on that because it doesn't matter. It's pretty good.
It does help your grade a little bit.
No,
It's a competition.
it's completion.
teammate Shador Sanders waiting to talk to hear his name.
He's not here.
He's not there.
Continues.
Did he deny the green room?
Yes.
No, he's there. He's just
No,
not.
that's in Canton, Texas.
Oh, I guess he did.
Okay. Question is, who do the Patriots go for? Do they trade back? Do you see a trade Patriots Panthers?
No.
You don't see that? You don't see the Panthers going that high?
Said their pick was in.
Bro, that would be so boring.
What?
That would be boring.
Standing there,
Let's open a new world for me.
thousands upon thousands of people go to that.
Oh, there's over 100,000 people there.
Season long.
But imagine, like, think about they're standing like this. There's
I
nothing.
know, but that's why this is
They
one
knew
of
a
the
guy
biggest.
there.
This is one of the biggest sporting. Hey, I'll go check the Pistons game for you.
Okay. It's in Detroit.
Yeah, that doesn't mean anything. Home court advantage don't matter in the playoffs. The Knicks are up by 13 at the half.
Wow. How many points did Jalen Brunson have?
I don't know, but Cade Cunningham has 13, 3, and 4, and 2 steals. This looks so stupid. I never even watched the originals.
The original was really very good.
Also, I have to say the live action dragon though, really good job. Really good job.
I don't know how they did that.
Brunson has 17 and he has 13 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists.
Wow. I mean, that's only on pace for 26.
Anunoby has 18. Towns has 17. Bridges has 10 for the Knicks.
It's easier to make the right call.
Their stars are activated.
The Pistons, Bias Harris 0. Amen Thompson 2.
Scott Hansen is what I want to do one day. He commentates for NFL Red Zone.
Jalen Duren 2 points and 2 rebounds. So they've shut him down. Hardaway has 18. Schroeder has 13. Cunningham has 13.
Do you know what NFL Red Zone is? NFL Red Zone? Do you do? Okay.
With the Lowe's app in-store online, our local team has you covered.
And a lot of fans at that Pistons game, I'll tell you what.
I know a lot about the NFL, but I'm not going to claim like I know it.
What a block by Ron Holland. Wow. Oh, what is this?
Milroe is tied and close to my dress.
He has the biggest He has the biggest upside because of how quarterbacks play nowadays. Teams love running quarterbacks. Cam Ward running quarterback.
I know, but dude, Lamar is different, bro.
You know you're not actually allowed to drink.
I said if you compare him to
I'm not saying Jalen Milroe is bad, but Lamar is different. Great.
He won.
No, I'm saying if you compare Milroe to anybody, you got to compare him to Lamar Jackson or Cam Newton.
Think about it. Lamar Jackson fell all the way to pick 32, and he had won the Heisman. Jalen Milroe was nowhere close twice.
Jalen Moore finished 3rd in Heisman voting last year.
Nowhere close to winning a Heisman.
He was 3rd.
That doesn't mean he's close though, dude. No one was claiming.
But that was the year Jaden Daniels won when he shouldn't have won. Jaden Daniels did not deserve that Heisman.
Over who?
I don't know, but he didn't deserve it.
Pretty good in that.
I think Aiden Hutchinson was the finals that year, I think. No.
Jaden Daniels was a year after. You can't tell me who should have won it over Jaden Daniels. Then Jaden Daniels definitely deserved it.
So far tonight, top 36 of this year's NFL draft. Number 1 went exactly as we expected. Cam Ward, drafted by
Heisman finals in 2023.
Immediately, Jacksonville trading up from number 5 to number
Michael Penix.
and taking Travis Hunter, the sensational 2.
He was more efficient.
out of Colorado.
Bo Nix also got robbed that year.
Quarterback needy, but deciding.
Marvin Harrison could have won that year too.
Hunter, Abdul Carter, the defensive end from Penn State, is the pick until the
Ooh, that Senators Maple Leafs game is a good game right now.
Didn't you just ran off? You didn't give me an answer.
to the Days Rams. The Patriots pick here with their new coach, Mike Vrabel,
Pick is in. Who do you think they go?
and go around their young quarterback.
Huh?
Gives the position.
I would assume this is Will Campbell.
Do you think they go offensive tackle this early?
It's 2025. New England Patriots select Will Campbell.
Yeah, it's a smart move.
Did I pick that?
I think so. You got they got themselves a franchise left tackle. No, offensive tackle. Were you joking? Do you know that? Oh yeah.
I did get that pick correctly. But I had Jency at 5 to the Jags. And I had McMillan to the 6 of the Raiders, Graham 7 to the Jets.
He could still technically go at 5 to the Browns.
Jalen Walker, I had 8 to the Panthers.
Still a possibility.
You usually don't see a lot of white guys go this high.
Big question about the arm length. He had
319 pounds. That is a big boy.
Yeah, it is.
6'4", 316. That is a big boy.
It's a smart move. He can be their franchise left
He can
tackle.
protect Drake May. He can protect May on the one side.
It's got the blind side for Drake May. You got your franchise quarterback. Now you got a franchise left tackle.
Now you just got to get a receiver.
Mike Vrabel loves the trenches, and now you got yourself
Wasn't
a guy.
Vrabel an offensive lineman too in college and the NFL? He was an offensive lineman in the NFL.
Something like that. He was, and Now you got yourself a franchise left tackle who can protect Drake May for years to come.
Bringing your character.
Who do you think? Do you think they potentially try to trade up for a receiver to try to get, or do you think they fall back and maybe get like a Luther Burden?
Who?
The Patriots, like try to get a Burden in the second round, or a Ibuka in the second round.
Ibuka, I doubt people love Ibuka and his personality. He's just a great talent.
He's also a Christian, isn't he? He's
Oh
also
yeah,
a
most of
strong
that Ohio
Christian.
State team is, but
He's a strong Christian, very strong. So is Travion Henderson. So is Will Howard. Howard is a sneaky pick. He's second round QB.
no.
Yes.
Fourth.
Brother, his draft stock has skyrocketed. Have you seen his draft stock? It's skyrocketed. His pro day,
It's not skyrocketed.
I'm keeping an eye on the
Jackson Darts has. So is Shiler Shaw. Shiler Shaw's also like,
Howard is probably the
now.
6th or 7th for
Shiler Shaw's also like 27.
Friends a law firm. Quarterback room liquidity, right? Let's say do a quarterback.
He's an older guy.
We should coordinate the dropping.
Do the Browns take
Do the
Genty?
Browns take Genty? Do the Browns take Shador? Do the Browns take Jackson Dart with a shocker? Or do the Browns take Mason Graham, defensive tackle? Or do they go McMillan at receiver?
As well. And they don't.
Because they have Judy on one side. You get McMillan on the other side. McMillan and Judy is scary.
I said,
But then they have to find somebody to throw them the ball. Because Dorian Thompson Robinson ain't throwing them the ball.
See, the Browns don't have a running back. They didn't re-sign Nick Chubb.
They do have Nick Chubb, don't they?
No, they didn't re-sign him.
They need to go. Nick Chubb needs to go somewhere. That man's still, when he's fully healthy, a top 10 running back when he's fully healthy. Nick Chubb's also, what, 29? He's a bit on the older side. But he's coming off an ACL. He hasn't played a full season in like 2 years. Yeah. He's a bit older. I just don't think Genty's going to be that good in the NFL. You saw him play against Penn State. That elite, when he plays against an elite defense, he's not that good.
But his offensive line
But
also.
the Penn State defense is elite. He played Oregon, an elite defense that has Derek Harmon, who's probably going to land in the first round. And Genty ran all over them.
That was one team.
That was Oregon, the Big Ten champions.
Have been drafted thus far.
And sure, I mean, Penn State knew their game plan.
Yeah, and then
Boise
Oregon-
State doesn't have any receivers, so they shut him down.
If Penn State is that
But if you saw how hard Genty runs, yeah, he was getting stuffed. But if you saw, he was still breaking 2 tackles before getting 3
he's
yards.
averaging 2 yards per carry in that game.
Because they stuffed the box. Safeties were pushing in. If you,
Problem is, Boise State didn't have any receivers.
that's what I'm saying. If you aren't familiar with pushing the boxes, and
I
safeties
know what
cheat.
pushing the box is.
Safeties cheat. They know the scheme. They run in. They get the running back.
knows his stuff, dude. I'm more of a college guy. This isn't it. NFL. It's his domain. College is my domain.
The right way. I'll never be able to repay after what they paid for me.
So he just talked to you about.
Patriots staff and
I know NFL prospects.
He knows. I don't like pay attention to prospect stuff. I just watch football and like watch what schemes they do on defense. And my favorite play in college football is probably the A gap, dude. I love the A gap. What? Well, that man's got some chapstick on. I'll tell you what.
To be able to have this happen.
He's such a humble guy.
Drake may
Humble.
have to be happy about this selection. Congratulations, Mom.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Three.
You can hear the awe.
Sounds like
It's a
Jackson.
wonderful moment.
Jackson
from
Jackson.
Johnson.
This night is not
Jackson
just about
Raby?
the analysis, but it's about
Bigger
the
guy.
opportunity.
Oh, Jackson. Jackson. Oh, I know who you're. Jacob's roommate.
Yeah, Jacob's roommate.
Jackson's a humble guy.
Dude,
Very
I
nice
I
guy.
love Jackson.
Soft spoken.
It was John Hanna. It was fourth overall in
Who's that guy beside him? That looks like Jameis Winston, I swear.
That's Eric Berry. Eric
Sanction-
Berry, their GM.
Section girls flag? What the heck?
And that is five. Good pick so far.
The pick is in. This could be a surprising pick right here.
That franchise quarterback there.
Do you see a franchise quarterback or do you see Mason Graham falling?
This has to be Genty,
The second.
It's gotta be Jack.
which means the Raiders would have to take
McMillan.
Mason Graham,
No,
Johnny Berry.
McMillan.
Will McMillan be that high?
Yeah, I haven't. Here we go. What? What? That means that means the Raiders go Genty at 6.
They chose Graham over Genty?
Wow. That is. I thought they'd go Genty 100%.
Are you kidding me?
Do you think the Raiders go Genty?
Are the Browns going to take a running back later on then? They got
Who?
second.
Ooh.
The running backs are stacked.
So there's Amarian Hampton. He won't. He'll go to the Broncos at 20.
Here they go, the Broncos or Bears?
There, he ain't going that high.
And everything.
Oh,
The Bears have a running back, DeAndre Swift.
yeah, but you got to realize who's the coach of the Bears? Ben Johnson. You wanted the Lions a few years ago? You know who they reached for?
Sure
Jameer
is.
Gibbs.
Yeah, but they have DeAndre Swift.
Okay. The Lions also had DeAndre Swift when they
Is he a D tackle or is he a D tackle? Mason Graham?
Yes.
The Raiders have to go Genty. There's no way they can let him pass.
We're not off the chart.
What if the Panthers take Genty? We don't need Genty. We have Hubbard. We have our franchise running back. We also have Jonathan Brooks, and now we have Rico Dowdle. We don't need a running back unless we trade Hubbard for Genty.
Inside, you better
Panthers want to take a running back.
Panthers are going to take it. Panthers are going to take probably a D tackle. They're probably going to take.
So I guess their game night's not happening.
I guess not. It's 8:45.
Okay, to use his hand. You have to have strong hands.
I'm guessing the Panthers are going to take Jalen Carter, Georgia. Either that or Will Johnson, quarterback, Michigan. But Will Johnson hasn't been healthy. But you put him alongside J.C. Horn in the back. Our defense could be scary next year. Now we just got to go get Luther Bird in the second round, get ourselves a deep threat. Get Bryce Young a deep threat. We're cooking. Playoff team next year, I'm calling it. We're going 11-6.
Sideways is what look.
We're going 11-6 or 10-7. Plus, our schedule is very favorable.
A very bold take.
Our schedule is favorable. Have you seen our schedule?
They love it when he's on the move. Yes.
You say 10-7 is a more realistic option.
Our schedule's favorable to where we could win. We could. Also, the division we play in sucks.
That's why your schedule's so.
No, but our out of division schedules also.
You can win
Not
every
bad.
game versus the Saints.
We can beat the Falcons twice. We
I
probably will split with the Bucks.
We'll probably split with the Falcons too.
No, we beat the Falcons twice last year.
I mean, just here's
Remember the last game of the
when they're when get to the top and then when
last game of the year against the Falcons? You dropped 40 on them. Bryce Young had like 300 passing yards. Bro played like an MVP the last after he came off the bench. Andy Dalton turned that man's career around. We brought Andy Dalton back. That man is going to turn Bryce Young's career around. He's winning. He's going to be MVP finalist next year. I'm calling it. Bryce Young MVP finalist next year. Not going to win it. He's going to be a finalist. He's going to be one of the favorites.
Enemy territory previously now.
You saw how that man played the last half of the season. He played like an MVP the last half of the season.
Standing players.
And while the Raiders got their guy.
Around the clock.
The Raiders got their guy? Did they just pick? Is their pick in?
I get notifications on my phone early sometimes.
Well, don't check that.
It comes up on my computer.
Too much time when completely.
I know I'm not going to tell you, but
Discussion. That's not what we're expecting.
I think they go Genty.
Pete Carroll.
Who's their quarterback,
In
though?
the draft room as the Raiders
Geno
make
Smith.
their decision at number 6.
Oh.
Geno Smith now, right? Pete Carroll are tied together.
So they go Pete. They go Gent. I think they go Genty or they go McMillan. You give because who's their other receivers?
So for Geno Smith,
Rock Bowers.
now, what does Pete Carroll want to do? Run the
But
foot.
that's it.
Marshawn Lynch. They drafted Rashad Penny. Now they still took him in round 1. We look at a guy like Ashton Gentry, what he can mean to this football game. I've been 4th overall on the big ball. Not the last thing I'm taking.
Where did you guys have Genty on?
I had him going 5th with the Jags until they
I
traded.
had him landing at the Raiders.
I had Raiders going McMillan at 6. I have McMillan going 6.
Me?
I think McMillan.
Bro, you picked everything right so far.
No.
I didn't get the Jags and Browns straight.
Nobody picked that. I got number 1 right, I got number 3 right, and I got number 4 right. So I've gotten 2 in a row.
But you missed 5.
Taking a running back is a bit of a.
I missed 5.
Browns.
So I had the Browns going, I had the Browns at 2 going Hunter. Then I had the Jags going Genty. So that was their split. But other than that, I've gotten every pick right.
Well, you had Hunter at 2 and he went 2. So I feel like that.
I had Hunter at 2. So I had the player at 2. It's not the team.
The Las Vegas Raiders today. Ashton Genty.
Yep. So that means I've gotten 3 picks in a row now. No. I got 5 wrong, but I got 1 right, 2 right, 3, just 2 count. Did I get that right? Because I picked the player, just not the team.
No.
Do you not get any points for picking the player?
No, you still get it's 5 points no matter what. You got it at the right pick, sure, but it's still same position too. It's not.
So what happens if you get the player, the position, and the team right?
Who is that guy?
Ashton Genty.
No, look.
I don't know.
Can it be 10 points?
Who is that guy?
Spectacular all-around left back. You would think Workle.
This man is small. He's not that big.
30-plus carries.
I don't know.
He's 5'8". He's not that tall. He's shorter than me.
30 for 4
He's
carries.
also 211 pounds. That's a big boy, too, for 5'8".
Poor Geno Smith after that Raider offense. Go back.
He's a good running back, but he also didn't play in the best conference.
Explosive, right? How about catching the football? He had 43 catches in 2023. Now, 750 career carries. It's a lot, right? Also, he's a little loose with the football. High and tight, right? He's got to learn that.
What do you think of Boise State's blue field?
3 fumbles and
Oh, I get
I love it, dude. It's so
fumbles over the last couple of years.
What about Eastern Washington? They have a bright red field.
And fumbling that.
I just don't like it.
Coastal.
My eyes are-
What about Coastal Carolina's teal field? Awful. Awful. Makes me want to puke. And I'm an App State fan. We got to play there every other year.
Job done.
Makes me want to. I can't even look at the TV. It's so embarrassing. How does the NCAA allow that to even happen? How do you? Don't allow people to. Other than Boise State, don't allow people to paint their turf. Just play on normal turf.
Run the ball and take some of that pressure. Geno Smith.
Love it. You finally come around to the running back after all these years.
I'll bet you half.
I think he's going to be a good prospect.
Few teams that's a running back.
I'm nervous for the Panthers. The Panthers cannot. Please do not mess this. What? No, they're 8. They're in 2 picks. Panthers cannot mess it. We are one. The Panthers are 1 or 2 players away from being a playoff. We're 1 defense player and 1 wide receiver away from being a playoff team. Our offensive line was top 10 of the league last year. Other than we had Derek Brown hurt, we're going to get him fully healthy this year. We're 1 defense and 1 offensive player away from being a playoff team. Plus, our division sucks. Our division is booty cheeks. We can beat the Saints twice because they're rebuilding. We can beat. I think we can split with the Bucks, and I think we can beat the Falcons twice. Maybe split. Plus, our non-conference is favorable.
Body power as he's moving way through traffic with like that next level vision. He's going to rip off plus 20, 30, 40 mark runs. With the
Emmitt Smith is the GOAT. Greatest running back of all time right here.
level.
Emmitt Smith. No, they're on the clock. They're comparing him to the greatest running back of all time.
See,
No, don't say Barry Sanders because you know Emmitt Smith is. He also won.
He had the best offensive line of all time.
And he also won.
Okay, because they had a great quarterbacks. They had a great team. Barry Sanders had an awful team.
Scott. Nobody.
Okay,
And then
Emmitt Smith also had a great team, but he was also just that good.
smooth acceleration. I'm telling you.
And I would probably say Walter Payton is better than Barry Sanders.
Walter Payton's career was cut short, though.
So was Barry Sanders. Not by injuries, but by himself.
Yeah, that was his choice. Walter Payton's wasn't his choice. Didn't he get cancer, I think?
I don't know.
Because his career was cut short.
As good a connection as Christopher possibly asked for Verizon.
The GOAT. Okay, the Jets are at 7. Who did I have the Jets taken?
You told me that at 10 years old, you knew you were born to play this game. Standing up here.
Oh, yeah, I had the Jets going Mason Graham.
Okay. What would you say to your 10-year-old self?
No, I didn't. Yes, I did.
Well, not possible now. I had them going Tyler Warren, tight end out of Penn State, but
I have Tyler Warren.
the pick here is going to be Armin Membu, offensive tackle out of Missouri, and get themselves. They have Olu Fashanu, left tackle. Get themselves Armin Membu, who can play great at right tackle. Get 2 franchise tackles for the rest of the.
Beast mode to Vegas.
You think they
with
go?
Justin Fields or Tyler Warren.
You think Tyler Warren goes that high? I have him going to the Colts at 12 because they need a tight end desperately.
I've heard that the Jets have done a lot of work on Tyler Warren. Maybe they like Armin Membu more, but we'll have to see.
I think Tyler Warren might. If he falls, he's going to fall to the Colts and get Anthony Richardson a franchise tight end.
No, he'd go to the.
Who was that? Oh, Ashton Jennings on the line.
Wow,
That is a hype woman right there.
that guy had a Raiders jersey on. That's kind of funny. He knew.
He knew.
Go Raiders.
All right, after the next pick, I'm ready to go.
Where are you going? Wait, what's the Panthers pick at 8? Go wait till 8.
I'm gonna come back after at like 10:30.
Well, wait till the Panthers pick at 8. Then he can leave.
He's got somewhere to be.
I want to.
I did go hang out with my girlfriend today before it gets too late. I'm gonna come back.
Oh, Caleb Payne was a conference champ this year.
What?
I mean, he's black. That makes sense.
Whoa.
That's not racist. That's just black people are usually faster.
It's not.
No, but you don't have to say that.
What did he run? 10.96? He ran a 10.96.
Hey, also, bro, like it's just like you don't have to say that.
I know, but he ran a 10.96.
It's fast.
That's fast. Yeah, that's fast.
You never know how people are gonna take You know, say something like that. So it's fun. They usually do this.
Are you part of this tomorrow night? That sack, ice cream, and inflatables before Wham. Oh, this show is so good.
I've seen the
This
first
new
3
season
episodes.
is so good.
Have you seen the first 3
I've
episodes?
only seen the first episode.
You can't even say that. The first 3 episodes were mid.
First episode. Oh, wait, the first episode of the new season was phenomenal, and I did not. And I hated the first season. I thought it was.
Yeah.
I thought the first season was boring. Is ice cream and inflatables before Wham, and then it's tacos and something after Wham? Oh, tacos and pizza after Wham.
Yeah, instead of everyone going to cookout, we're gonna just have a gift. You said you're gonna.
And people are probably still gonna go to cookout.
I don't know, but
Dude, the Wham lineup tomorrow is low. I'm getting hype tomorrow. Songs tomorrow. God's Not Dead. Hype song. I Thank God. Hype song. Crazed by Elevation Worship. Hype song.
Experience our most powerful.
I'm getting in the front row. I'm getting hyped.
Most powerful.
I'm starting a whole. I'm starting a hype party in the front row. I'm the hype man.
You're the hype man.
That's what Matt said I was in Moose Hall. He said I was the hype bro.
And he's hyped. Yeah, he wants you to stay, right?
He wants me to stay, but I don't know if I want to stay. If you're leaving, I want to leave. I want to go with you.
I have so much more than quarterback Peyton Manning. Also,
you should go to Nerd Shop.
you know, honestly, this would
Hey, should I shoot my shot and say no, Warfield?
You don't want to go to Nerd?
Why?
No, that's their match international.
no take backs.
Yeah.
Are you gonna go to Nerd?
We'll see.
Hey, should I shoot my shot? Should I shoot Noah's shot, but Noah's name on here?
So you're
For what?
First, shoot your shot, right? Rematch. I'm gonna put Noah Warfield. I'm putting your name. I sent it to you. Share
Why
your
would I go to Nerd?
share your campus crush. I shared my campus crush. Noah Warfield. Should have said Sarah Beth.
I did have Ivy in my DMs. I told her I have enough friends. Thank you, though. Yeah.
She was in your DMs.
Yeah.
Why? Joshua's friend.
Well, used to be friend. If she's in my DMs, I doubt they're friends anymore.
No, they're still friends. That's what I'm talking today.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Your brain hacks. Their new head coach, Aaron, gets a lot of names.
Who is it? What is this Asbury Sexies account?
The second matches. Here comes.
What are they posting on
Here
there?
now.
This chick.
Yeah, she's there.
Yeah.
Oh, here's the Jets.
Draft. The New York Jets select Armand.
Wow, okay.
You were right. Man, he shot his shot. This man shot his shot.
Well, I got the pick wrong.
What Asbury Sexies just posted.
He is from just outside Kansas City. Became a star.
Well, I want to see what the percentage is.
Freshman year.
What should I vote?
I'm disappointed because I didn't get the pick right.
I'm voting
Why are
straight.
you asking me what?
93%. Who said 7% buy? What are you doing?
Why did you ask us what you should vote? Are you not sure?
No, but why? Who voted? Whoever voted buy. Why are they at the school? Why are you at the school?
They probably did that as a joke, dude.
Panthers are on the clock.
Feel he will be a pro.
At least I hope they did that as if some people did that as a joke. That'd be insane.
Your right tackle.
Oh, look, Henry's girlfriend.
I'll spare for the pen.
One blocker could improve in this area.
It's got another 2 minutes.
Overall, will punt to a ankle.
I think the Panthers go Will Johnson.
Jeez, the Jets now have 2 really good franchise tacklers.
Who do I have the Jets taking?
Is this going to be the Panthers aren't trading down? Is this going to be Jalen Walker?
Why would the Panthers trade down? There's so many good players available. Take McMillan. Take McMillan at 80's available.
Right tackle, and then they slotted him in.
Take McMillan at 80's available.
It could be.
You get a deep threat receiver for Bryce Young because you've already got Thielen and you've got Jalen Coker's going to be good. Xavier, yeah, probably won't be that good, but he might be.
5 seconds in the 40. Shredded it prospect.
He's the fourth offensive lineman projected drafted in the first round since 2020. Which
Well, that's a
is
little
the most
disappointing.
What?
For my mock, at least.
Now, in over the years, the reactions
Why are the Jets taking Graham at 7?
just to their picks.
And the Panthers taking Walker, but McMillan is available. If I was the GM of the Panthers right now, I'm calling Sator McMillan and being like, we are taking you. He has the highest upside of any receiver. He's a deep threat. Bryce Young needs a speedy deep threat. He needs a speedy deep threat. And he's a speedy receiver. He's a deep threat. Now, because Thielen can be our slot guy. Coco can be our slot guy. Leggett can be a slot guy. Mark Sanchez was the worst. Oh, these Jets fans were so hyped about these picks. And how do you think they feel about these picks now?
You know, it's not a flashy pick.
No, they have no idea.
It's not a flashy pick, but it's the right pick.
Why do you think they didn't? Why do you think they didn't go defense?
They don't need
Did
defense.
you have them picking though?
I had him picking Mason Graham defensive tackle.
I had them going Tyler Warren, tight end out of Penn State.
Tyler Warren's falling.
He'll
He'll go to the Colts. No
or
other
the
team.
or the Bears.
Bears don't need a tight end.
They've been doing a lot of work
They have Cole.
outside.
They have Cole Kmet.
Don't be surprised if the Bears take one of the two tight ends.
Who's the other? Oh, Colston Love.
Colston Loveland or Tyler Warren. Don't be surprised.
Pick is in for the Panthers. Please, either McMillan or Walker. Those are the two best players available. Don't take a tight end because we have a tight end. We got Tommy Tremble. Great tight end. If Tyler Warren could be I wouldn't be surprised if they took Warren. But we have like 4 tight ends on our roster.
Even when I was close to defeat, I'm getting sick like eat.
This isn't the best. This isn't. It's a good song. Dr. Dre's one good song.
One good time?
I don't listen to that. No, who do you think Panthers go? Do you think they go McMillan? Do you think they go Carter? Do you think they go Campbell?
It's in the hands. All I ever wanted was
Those are the 3 guys that aren't for me.
Walleye is.
Which one do you think they
Vikings
go?
have picked 24th. Did they trade for that?
No,
No,
that's based off record.
And got great.
No, but
What if the Texans have 25?
that's what I'm saying. They have to trade.
It's playoff performance.
Oh,
Vikings lost in the first round. Texans lost in the second.
the playoff seeding needs to change because the Vikings should not have been on the road last year.
The Commanders going to be 30, 31.
Yeah.
Check 29.
Cardinals.
No, the
Commanders.
Commanders are going to be. They're going to be in front of the Lions.
Because they lost in the NFC
The
Championship.
playoffs need to change their seeding because the Vikings should not have been on the road last. The Vikings should have been at home.
Well, the Lions put out a
petition to change that.
yeah, and the NFL said, yeah, no, we're not doing all that.
Why? That's not fair to the Vikings, who finished 14-3 last year and had to go on the road.
But they lost anyway.
Pretty taste.
If you have a better record, you should win that game no matter where you play.
Are you streaming that?
Yeah,
No, it's not streaming. It's
he's
it's
recorded on
recording, but it's
YouTube.
not streaming.
Shador Sanders, best player available. Panthers. If the Panthers take a QB, I might march down to Charlotte to the general manager's office right now and slap him in the face. I'll slap him in the face.
Dang, boy.
I'll be like, we have our franchise quarterback. He's a top 5 QB in the NFL when he's at his
Take Jackson
best.
Dart.
Bryce Young is 1,000 times better than Jackson.
How do you know that?
Does 1,000 times better. Dart can't run. I want a running quarterback who can throw on the move. I don't care if he's 5'6". He is like 5'9", but
Dang, I need to wash my hands, bro. This is disgusting. I'm not a lot.
come on, Carolina, give me something good. We are one defensive player away and one offensive player away from being a serious playoff threat. I want him, or him. I want one of these 3.
It's gonna be Jalen Walker.
Nah, it's gonna be him. I want him or
Tyler Warren.
The Jets paid for Rod Fowler. Now they paid for Tyler Warren.
dude. We get him. Woo! Rush, we could be.
Now you said you already had a tight end.
Yeah, but this guy can play more than just tight ends. He can play fullback. He can play slot receiver.
No
if he needs
one
to.
mocked Warren to the Panthers. I'd be shocked.
No one mocked the Browns to trade up. Trade down.
Player Tyler.
You never know, dude. You have no idea what goes on behind with these executives.
Fair enough.
Tonight have been the players be expected to be
I think Shador falls to the Saints at 9.
That's the next pick here.
trade up early in the trade.
Please don't trade the pick. Please don't trade the pick.
No, the pick is in. There's no trade.
Give me somebody good. Give me somebody good. Give me somebody good. Give me some. We're one player away from a playoff.
With the 8th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Carolina Panthers select Teneroa McMillan.
Wow. Come on.
Wow.
Team I wanted. Bryce Young got his wide. We got our wide
That's
receiver.
not who you wanted.
Yes, I wanted one of those. He wasn't up there enough.
You did say he himself.
Look, Bryce Young got his wide receiver. Now we can. Now we can go get our defense.
He goes that early.
I had him going 6. Huh? Oh yeah, baby. Oh, we're scary next year. 1-on-1, you're getting cooked by that guy 1-on-1.
Jalen Walker's still like.
Bro, whoever's guarding him 1-on-1, that man's gonna cook whatever defensive back is on him. Bryce Young has his deep threat. We've got Adam Thielen. We've got Xavier Legette. We've got Derek Brown on defense. We've got Chuba Hubbard, our franchise running back. It's you don't.
Only back left. I don't know.
We got our franchise running back. We got our franchise deep threat.
The Lions would be close to picking by then.
volleyball. Right. For God's sake.
Wait, aren't you technically a Jaguars fan?
He's 6'4".
Oh, come on.
He's 6'4". Who's guarding that? Look at this guy. This guy's scary.
Period was
Woo! And he's speedy too. Nobody's catching him on a one.
He is not speedy.
Oh my! He can do that.
Pick is in. That was quick for the Saints.
I think he can do that. Yeah. Who's guarding that?
so halfway. And the NFL guys.
We'll see, bro. Everything's different.
He's got Bryce Young throwing the ball to him. Woo! Bryce Young has like.
I see you.
I'm sure because you give
Sorry, I'm just like sad.
I don't blame you. You're good.
When you give him a super body, super catch radius have to be as accurate.
That's a healthy balance.
What?
Only like hour and a half can spend time.
Yeah, see, Dalton knows how to do a healthy balance.
Very true statements. True statements. And McMillan's live.
Yes, sir. That's who I wanted. He was one of the guys I wanted.
I mean, I'm happy for you, bro. That's.
You don't think he's that good?
I think he can be a very solid receiver. He has.
We don't need him to be perfect. We just need to be good enough for Bryce Young.
You finally got yourself a number one receiver.
Finally. We took Xavier Legette last year, and that was a mistake.
Adam Thielen can finally rest.
Well, taking Legette last year was a mistake.
You see him here hugging in the mid.
I don't know about that.
He's not going to be that good, dude.
The relief that they have.
See, he has time.
Adam Thielen doesn't need to be our number one guy now. This guy can be our number one guy. Thielen's going to be our slot. He's going to be our deep threat.
General McMillan was a very proud winner of the Polynesian Player of the Year.
Yes, Thielen's going to be our slot. McMillan's going to be our deep.
Moment there. By the way, he was a high school.
Legette's going to be like our short guy, short passing.
Drafted earlier tonight, and our teammate Teddy Bruschi is celebrating as Teteroa McMillan is the first Arizona wide receiver ever selected in the first round of the NFL.
Good pick, Carolina. Good pick, Dan Morgan. Good pick, Dan Morgan. And I forgot our head coach's name. Dave Canales. Good pick, Dave Canales.
I was going to go defense, but I get the fact Ray, they're trying to help the young quarterback. That seems to be the new thing. Do you fortify the defense and keep the points down, or do you try to evaluate the young quarterback by getting him some weapons? I like the move. Bryce Young came on at the end of last season. We started to see promise. And so if you're Carolina, why not help the young quarterback to see if you can continue this climb that he's made toward the end of last season?
Taking the wide receiver is perhaps not the big surprise. Which receiver it was might be a bit of a surprise to some.
Wow, he was the best available one.
Just back to the stage.
Someone just asked me who's winning the draft right now, and if I had to pick a team, I would pick the Raiders.
No, the Jags.
They gave up so much for
They got a
generation.
generational player.
But the Raiders got the running back of the future. Oh, and
It's
listen.
a blessing. You know, at the end of the day, the people that came before me is the people that laid the foundation and set the precedents for me to be successful today. So,
I'm happy with that. I am so happy with that. I know we didn't get Jalen Walker,
make everybody proud.
but he wasn't projected that high. I think the Panthers made the right decision here.
Can you make on this Panthers offense right away?
Man, I'm ready to do whatever it takes. I know I got
Bryce Young is getting a big hug right now.
coaching staff that believes in me and teammates that are ready to play for me.
Dan Morgan, that was a hell of a pick right there. Last year was a mistake getting Legette. You should have drafted defense last year.
Thank you so much.
But now we just got to get a cornerback to help J.C. Horn, and we got to get an edge rusher. We're good with that. We get that.
A team that are the longest in
1971 was the last time they drafted a first-round quarterback. You think they go quarterback here? I have him going Shador at 9.
the New Orleans Saints ever selected the first round. Parenthetically, Troy Aikman is the only first-round quarterback.
Was Breeze not a first-round? Was Drew Brees not a first-round quarterback?
Should Sanders in this spot?
It's not the fit.
I don't know.
The Drew Brees. I see similar.
There you go.
To Drew coming out. Arm strength question. Similar size, right? He was going to go.
I think they go Shador here. I think they go Shador or Dart.
Ends up in New Orleans.
Just because the Chargers drafted Drew Brees, he got traded to the Saints.
Oh, yeah. No, he was a first-round QB.
Yeah.
But he wasn't officially drafted by the Saints, so it doesn't count.
With Marcus Davenport.
Are the Saints taking Sanders?
Or are they taking Jackson Dart or Milrow?
Baker and
Or are they going to shock everybody and take Jalen Milrow?
up the Saints.
Panthers just got to get. We get a cornerback to help. We get a cornerback to help Warren, and we get an edge rusher. We're a playoff team. We are a playoff team next year. Or do they go Tyler Warren, tight end?
The 2025 NFL Draft. The New Orleans Saints select Kelvin Banks Jr.
That's a shocker. Wow.
Kelvin Banks Jr. is one of the most decorated linemen in Texas
The
history.
Sanders is still on the board.
Who's gonna get him? Not the Bears.
Not the
You
Bears.
think the Colts? You think the Colts get him and move on from Anthony Richardson?
No.
Anthony Richardson's hot garbage.
Games he played. And now the
Who has the pick at Who has the pick at 11? Who has the pick at 11?
49ers.
They ain't going QB. They got their QB. Cowboys could go QB.
No.
Dak Prescott's dog water.
The most realistic team to pick a
This would be the
quarterback.
Steelers at 21.
Yeah.
But what do you think? Do you think Dart falls out of the first round?
He has to now.
You don't think the Colts go QB? Do they really trust Anthony Richardson?
They're not taking a QB.
You don't think they go AR?
He was projected to be
They're-
the top 5 pick.
They're not taking the Colts are not taking a quarterback this early. I think they will, just not this early.
AR is not their QB in the future. That man's hot dog water. The pick is in for the Bears.
So the Saints go another offensive.
I think the Bears go Jalen Walker or Will Johnson.
His competitiveness, how good of a teammate he is. He's a guy who overcomes and works.
So who else do they have on the offensive line?
As far as
So I guess they're working around to try to get Spencer Rattler as their QB next year.
So the Bears, this pick is either has to be a Hampton or one of the tight ends.
Warren Anthony going to try.
We'll see.
They could go Tyler Warren.
With the very best of them, and the New Orleans Saints need it. They're one of the very worst teams in the NFL in terms of pass flop win rate in 2024. You're right, Mel.
Number one pick, 177 overall. Cam Ward is available.
Have to compete in the South and in the
That
West overall. But this guy's a building block. They needed a player like this, and he is a culture.
I'm happy with the wide receiver pick. I am a little disappointed they didn't get Walker, but they had to choose one.
And it kind of goes with how Mickey Loomis built the team. 8 out of the last 10 picks already have been offensive linemen for defensive linemen for Mickey Loomis and the Saints. He understands how to build this team. Yeah, he
Is that man crying right now?
This is
Yes.
He's got to play. He's got to
Look at that chain, though. That chain is clean.
And Lewis says a building block for the Saints. As they look for that quarterback in the future that they have to get at some point.
In our countdown show, Adam Schefter suggested the Saints may be looking to target a quarterback in the second round. Meanwhile, we have an update on the scheduling release. Laura Rutledge and Colleen Wolf join us. Laura.
Ladies and gentlemen, NFL fans everywhere, hold on to your hat because boy, do we have an announcement for you live from the hearts of the NFL draft right here in
Who is that smoke show?
Wisconsin. That's right, Colleen. The schedule release marks a new moment in the NFL calendar. It sets the stage for a really
That name is inside the gym more than any other club. That's fake.
game and bye-week primetime revenge and rematches, those late season divisional states that end up deciding playoff spots. And who's playing at Lambeau in December? Ooh, we're gonna have to find out. Find out soon. Hey, how about these rookies, the players who were drafted here tonight? When and where do they make their NFL debuts? We're gonna find that out as well. Let's not forget the expanding lineup of international games as well as Christmas. Thanksgiving
They
Day
should not play on Christmas or Thanksgiving Day. Spend that time with your family. Why do they schedule games that day?
here.
Money.
A lot of the Lions and the Bears play each other every year on Thanksgiving. So it gets so boring. So the Lions win every time.
That's not true. The Lions won this year for the first time in years.
It's always the boring game too.
Not true.
It's like they combined like 30 points.
There we go. Lock it in. We can't wait.
Haven't the schedule already been released?
And
No.
you should check out all the great content from the
Well, how did I see the Panthers schedule then?
channels around the schedule release. Tune into NFL.
You didn't. You saw who they're going to play. You didn't see when and where.
The thrilling 2025 matchup.
Well, all I have to do is see who they're going to play, and I can determine what.
Basically here.
You can't determine that.
I can determine that it's going to be a favorable schedule compared to last year's schedule. Last year's schedule was brutal. We had to play the Chiefs and the Cowboys.
14th, which is a Wednesday, 2020.
Oh boy, this is where the boos come in.
The full Monday night football schedule for you.
Yeah, they hate the Bears.
Stream ESPN streaming. So lovely. Yeah, because the Chicago Bears have just been announced as on the clock, and in fact, their pick is already in. There is no rivalry in any American professional sport, and that includes like the Bears and the Packers, which goes back to the very beginning of the National Football League's history. And so these Packer fans will boo The Bears even more lively than they booed the
Hampton or one of the tight ends.
Chicago selection at
I
10.
think they go offensive line here. You didn't think the Saints would go offensive line?
If they didn't take quarterback.
The NFL family lost a true legend.
Who?
Bears Hall of Famer Steve McMichael.
Who is that?
My heart is with the McMichael family.
You didn't even say that right. The McMichael family.
Missy, please know that you are in our thoughts and prayers.
Was he-
Longo's
did you just say
remarkable
thoughts?
contributions to the game and the community.
No wonder he gets booed. Doesn't even know how to pronounce basic grammar.
His legacy will continue to inspire generations to come. 50 years ago, with the fourth pick in the 1975 NFL Draft, the Chicago Bears selected one of Steve McMichael's teammates and closest friends, Walter Payton, running back, Jackson State.
It's going to be a running back here?
No. That doesn't mean they're going to select a running back.
Walter would go on to rush for nearly 17,000 yards.
That'd be so poetic, though.
And 10 touchdowns over 13 seasons, all with the Chicago Bears. As you heard earlier, the NFL continues to honor Sweetness not only for his performance and excellence on the field, but also his commitment to give back to his community with the Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year Award. So with the 10th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft,
You know they're going to go. He knew they were going to go.
the Chicago Bears select Colston.
Tight end out of Michigan. Wow.
Warren?
Over Warren.
Colston Loveland. You're talking about a farm. Let's fight it, which has the operation of 2
That's shocking. Well, I wouldn't say shocking. I heard they did work on him.
But over Warren? Warren's a much better prospect.
He's going to fall to the Colts.
At 12, like I said.
No, 14.
School history.
He's not going to fall that far. You don't think the Cowboys will take him?
No.
Who have been expected to be the first tight end off. And I hope the 14 got to be sitting there hoping Tyler Warren slides down to them a few picks from now. But look at Colston Love with the shoulder injury. He's going to be fine, ready for camp, no issue there. That quarterback problem in Michigan with J.J. McCarthy moving on.
49ers pick is in. Will they go Will Johnson? Corner.
JJ McCarthy is hot garbage.
There's not really an offensive tackle you can take this high. Kind of a reach to get Josh Simmons here.
Josh, I can't believe the Vikings are rolling with JJ McCarthy. Man's hot garbage. Did nothing in college.
Receiving.
He was carried by his defense. He can't throw over 10 yards.
What are you talking about?
JJ McCarthy.
You had Romo Kingsay for Caleb Williams. Now you had that big side receiver. He can get down the middle of the field and he can make big catches. He has run after the catchability. And Colston
Like, I don't-
Vikings, Justin.
Not
Think
that-
about it. We had Joshua Dobbs
short, intermediate.
prove that he could be a good quarterback in that Viking system. If Josh Dobbs can win games for the Vikings, then JJ McCarthy can
Don't
win.
disrespect Josh Dobbs like that. He was great at Tennessee.
Ultimate. Sean Payton calls him a choker. This is the ultimate choker. And they're being
Talking about Joshua Dobbs.
Yeah, the thing about it, really about it, the fact that
Josh Dobbs is great. Don't disrespect him.
he comes off the ball so fast.
In college, not in the NFL.
He was not bad in the NFL.
Personnel, right? The 2 wide receivers.
He was awful in the NFL.
For the defensive back on the
What does the Epistle of James teach regarding to relationship to God's name?
with a light clock you go tickle because he will flop your rear end off.
When's your exam?
Tomorrow's his quiz.
He wants
Oh.
Caleb Williams too. See ya.
Dang, Dimitri.
I guess they're not coming down here.
No, they're literally upstairs.
I figured.
Solid.
I figured.
Freaking sunshine.
Go ahead. They're for everyone.
What?
Mm.
Panthers got their guy.
There's a whole bunch of snacks upstairs for the movie for everyone as well.
Like what?
Moats, the fruit snacks,
You mean Mott's?
Bosch, whatever you call them. Cheez-Its, pretzels and cheese dip.
Oh my goodness. Beer cheese?
What?
Beer cheese?
I don't know. Jolly Ranchers.
Well, overrated.
Just a whole bunch of everything.
Alien Earth. They're bringing Alien back.
Order a 10-piece McNuggets medium with spicy nether flame sauce.
Buddy, I want to order from McDonald's, so forget that. Just get that.
Dude, I have the Grimace.
Order when you order.
I want to order from McDonald's just to get that. Not even joking.
It's easier to make the right calls when you have the right team. McCaffrey looking lost.
And we could try that.
I mean, who
For a long day.
would the 49ers take a Jalen Walker
No, find what you need.
to replace a Dre Greenlaw?
Gee, I did not follow.
They lost more than just Dre Greenlaw. They lost Hafanga too.
But they lost so much on the offensive line.
The Broncos didn't the Broncos get Greenlaw and Hufanga?
I feel like this has to be a Jade Barron or Bill Johnson here.
Flavor.
You don't think a Jalen Walker will replace a Greenlaw at linebacker?
It could be.
Is it in you? Why do 80% of NFL players choose Sleep Number Smart Beds?
Because the higher my sleep IQ score, the better I play. That's not
He was having on that Pistons game.
I like my side soft.
Sleep Number does that effortless comfort all night. So sleeping on smart beds, why you can play like this?
Yeah, because I also like to sleep cool.
Oh, Nixon.
Even cooler.
Detroit's gotten it within 8 with 11 minutes
What we
left.
want. Sleep Number does that. You need a Sleep Number Climate Cool Smart Bed. Sleep up to 15
Gotten it to
degrees
8 with
on each
11
side.
minutes.
Visit a Sleep
They're
Number
still
store
alive.
near you. Craving more football. It's the game like never before.
Michigan Panthers.
Who cares about the NFL? It's like watching minor. It's like It's like watching minor league baseball. Nobody watches it.
It's not. This is the only minor league that's on major league, not like major channels.
Because they're just desperate for money. Because fans don't show up.
It's not true.
Bro, I watched the game a couple of weeks ago. Like I didn't see what was it like, and there were nobody in the stands. Nobody.
Imagine there's ESPN.
Compared to NFL games, sure, but they still get people come out.
There's more people that go to a poker tournament.
Ah,
Personalized offense, Jason, density.
Where the World Poker Tournament last year had like 70,000 people there.
Be a total game changer.
who are the Niners going to take?
I think they go D tackle.
Official sports book of ESPN. Sign up today to save $100 bonus packs.
They take a Walter Nolan this high though?
No, I think they go Jalen Walker.
Green Bay, the San Francisco 49ers are on the clock at number 11. You are looking at a picture of Shedeur Sanders, who is in Texas tonight waiting to hear his name sheet said.
I think his dad's with him.
Big storyline.
Somewhere, I would assume.
That if Shedeur Sanders or any of the quarterbacks lasted beyond the ninth selection of the New Orleans Saints, take a look at the teams who choose here through the teams, if you will, up until the Steelers pick at number 21. Not any obvious expectation that any of these teams would need to select a quarterback. So Adam Schefter, what should we be expecting? Well, Green, the win is up for Mel Kiper's top-rated quarterback in this draft, and that is the next logical landing spot, the Pittsburgh Steelers at number 21. But there are no assurances that the Steelers take him, and if they don't take him at 21, then it's possible Shedeur Sanders could slip out the first round and into the second round on Friday night.
That'd be insane.
All right, Shefty, thank you very much.
And that would get people to watch the second round.
Find out trading up and
Especially if Dart and Milrow both fall too. The Steelers have got to go QB at 21. If they don't go Sanders, they're going Dart or Milrow.
Please direct your attention to the main stage video screen for a special message from United States service members stationed at Yokota Air Base in Japan.
Station members are announcing this pick?
Hello from United States Forces Japan. I'm Sergeant Mitchell Johnson. I'm here with service members from the United States Army, Marine Corps, and Navy. We are proud to announce that this year we're celebrating our 250th anniversary.
Oh.
We are grateful for the opportunity to partner with the NFL Salute to Service and the USO in introducing the San Francisco 49ers 2025 draft pick.
With the San Francisco 49ers draft pick, back to you in Green Bay.
It must be Niners fans, obviously.
Oh, okay. They're not announcing it, just Goodell.
They're chanting USA right now. That's coming from California too, which is like basically not part of the US at this point.
That's Green Bay.
I know, but they're coming from San Francisco.
To defend our country's freedom.
Bro, Roger Goodell is the most wokest, just the wokest.
Will Johnson?
With the 11th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the San Francisco 49ers select Michael Williams.
Really? This early?
Really? Over Jalen Walker?
Michael Williams goes over Jalen Walker.
Last year, 2 of those came in the SEC title game against Texas. He was a 5-star recruit.
Wow. I know they lost Leonard Floyd, but I guess this is their replacement.
Over Jalen Walker? Over...
He won't turn 21 years old until late June.
Yeah, he had a high grade going into the season. Grade that he had that.
Over Jalen Walker. Over Will Johnson.
Came back from it and played and didn't shut it down. Continued to play.
Wow.
He's productive. He had 9 tackles.
People were projecting him to fall all the way to 23 to the Packers. He went as high as 11 to the Niners. Really? Will the Cowboys take a Matthew Golden here, though?
I think I'd take Matthew Golden.
Was quarterback off the edge. I thought he played the run great. He has a strong run defender off the edge, but as a pass rusher, I thought a little bit more work. That pass rush specialist these teams have what to get the most out of Michael Williams.
He's got the things that you cannot teach.
Browns pick, or not Browns? Cowboys pick is in.
I had the Saints go. I had the 49ers going Shamar Stewart. Edge rusher A&M. That was a good pick.
I had Stewart going 15.
I had Membo going to the Bears at 10.
Bamboo.
I have gotten 4 straight. I have gotten the Panthers wrong, the Saints wrong, the Bears wrong, and the Niners wrong. I had Will Johnson falling all the way to the Dolphins at 13.
That's where I have him.
And I have Warren at the Colts at 14. I had Kelvin Banks at 16 to the Cardinals. Kelvin Banks, 16 to the Cardinals.
I have Walter Nolan
Where
going.
did he go? Browns?
Who?
Kelvin Banks.
He went to the Saints at 9.
That was a shocker.
That position used to be the heartbeat of that football team built like scrimmage and back, defensive and offensive line. They need to restock that. Michael has not produced on a consistent basis the way you would think his measurables should bear themselves out. Mel mentioned the fact that he's injured. This year, he said himself, he played at maybe 60% most of the year. He's got to tie it all together. Robert Solid, the defensive coordinator now for San Francisco, has to get it out.
Michael Williams, the first player ever out of Georgia to be selected by San Francisco in the first round in the common draft era. And so the Dallas Cowboys selection is in.
Here we go.
On the make of their new head coach, Ryan Schottenheimer. Here comes
Matthew Golden. Matthew Golden. Come on.
Be the stupidest franchise in the history of sports.
Matthew Golden.
This might be the stupidest.
Calvin Banks is gone. It's got to be Golden.
Not necessarily. They could go defense.
With the 12th pick
Or Jalen
in the
Walker.
2025 NFL Draft, the Dallas Cowboys select Tyler Booker.
This early? What? That's their Zach Martin replacement. They get Tyler Booker, guard out of Alabama. That feels like a reach to me, though.
That feels very early for him.
Wow.
That feels very early.
I mean,
he wasn't even that great at Alabama.
I was about to say, you're an Alabama guy. Is he a 12th overall pick?
No, he's a late first rounder. I had him going let's see, where did I have him going? I had him going first round.
I had him 25 to the Texans. Look at that. He didn't even know he was going that high. He's excited.
I had Tyler Booker going 25th to the Texans. He sounds like he's a late first rounder. He ain't that high.
It's game. The guy that got the power, he can drive you off the ball.
He is not worth that high.
Alabama.
I love this pick for the Cowboys. One Hall of Famer retires and Zach Martin, and you draft another guy who's got, I think, has that kind of potential as a guard if you use it the right way. His power, his ability to take a man and move that man against his clears. That's what the offensive linemen try to do. He can do that with the best of the training. Understand how to use him. You don't need to pull him around the edge and allow him to get on corners. Allow him to go.
Really?
I'm a Bama guy. He's probably was our best offensive lineman this year because our offensive lineman was dog doo-doo. But he is not that high. He's a late first round, early second round guy, I think.
Dude, right? I mean, Tyler Booker, he's someone who's still at 6'4" and 321. And I thought when he did get locked on to people, when he did, he could actually absolutely move some people. He'll probably play the right guard. Tyler Smith will play the left guard.
This is the weirdest hot take ever. What if the Lions take a quarterback?
His hands inside and get his legs moving. He's going to get some.
I guess we haven't talked to Noah Ambrose about
get some people knocked off the ball.
Did you need
I did think we got.
He asked me, he's like, is that a joke? I'm like, no, I'm actually leaving. It's like, really? I thought you were going to rebuild Moose. I know, I originally thought that too.
Well, I'm going to talk to Noah about potentially if he can switch part RAs.
No, you can't do that. It's already been, that is a very quick leaving to watch.
Yeah, but Matt's leaving, so why does it matter when he falls out?
His fundamentals, so they can get it all out of him, and there's more plays like that.
If he was really determined that Elijah was going to be a good RA, he would stay.
Right now, 17 consecutive years that they have had a player selected in round one. 16 had already been the longest streak for any school in draft history. So
Alabama's just that good.
They've been very proud, no doubt about that.
I mean, the Dolphins, I feel like they have to go Will Johnson.
On ABC, so Bama once again with the first round.
Offensive line, there's nothing here worth taking. They're taking their time, too.
I think the Dolphins go Will Johnson here at 13.
And the Dolphins, an interesting team to consider here as a fight in that AFC East. We should have Molly in a moment here with Tyler Booker and the joy, the unbridled joy that he brought out onto that stage. There's such a joy to watch as you see the emotion of a young man having this opportunity to be drafted by the Cowboys, obviously becoming a household name. Certainly, we talked about 20 on Get Up all morning long. Let's talk some Verizon Business. Takes us down to the stage in Molly McGrath. It's with Molly.
8-point game, 7-3.
Family in the green room, you came out onto this stage. There's a lot
Is
of
Matthew Golden still available? No, did the Lions take Matthew Golden? Does Matthew Golden?
He ain't falling that far.
Did the Broncos take him at 20?
I think the Broncos take Hampton.
Or Hampton? Will the Chargers take him at 22? Where they go defensive line?
Do the Packers take him at 23?
Seriously, child God, try to believe in God. If you ever go through something, like just trust in God.
Come on, I need 10 points here. Give me Will Johnson to the Dolphins.
your leadership.
I need this points too because I've
They're
got.
trying to work on a trade. It's taking a long time.
Same thing in Alabama, God. They're gonna get a leader, somebody who loves to work, somebody who loves.
He's a good player at Alabama, but I don't think he was that high.
Who's gonna aim to win multiple championships. I can't wait to further this tradition of success in Dallas. I'm so excited.
Brother, the Cowboys haven't been good in 30 years. Good luck doing that yourself.
Meeting this morning, the emotion of
commercial
Is that
break.
Milrow?
Look at him and his family.
Is that Milrow? Hey, when did Milrow get long hair?
The celebration of these young
I love Alabama, but my God, Jalen Miller ruined that school.
Sir George Kittle.
I'm excited for our future. Dude, Ty Simpson's gonna be a no. He's gonna be Mac Jones, but he's gonna be Mac Jones, but he can run.
On May the 2nd.
Commercial break.
He's gonna be Mac Jones.
Oh, the pick is in.
Pick is in. I think it's Will Johnson here.
It has to be. I can't think of another option. Jalen Walker's still on the board, too. Will they take a Tyler Warren who's fallen?
Tyler Warren, I think, will go next. I think the Dolphins don't need a tight end. They have one.
For sleepers
And
in
who?
the routes. Maybe they will get their face.
Can't remember his name. They have a tight end.
Like you.
I don't think they go Tyler Warren. I think the Colts get him. I think the Colts are praying right now that he falls to 14. Because Anthony Richardson needs somebody to throw the ball to because you got nobody.
Repeat your team. Only gives me a second. From Marvel Studios, Sleepy Kids.
I think it's going to be a great
Thunderbolts. Scrapping Thanos.
Guys, how cute have you formed a team? Thunderbolts? It's cool.
Can't call ourselves that.
Just who's going to take...
Wow, Chris Kentner, bigs for kicks and dicks.
Oh, there's.
Plus all the fancy styles that just don't miss.
There's even more kicks when you click on Big Stuff.
What a kicks? That's right.
Get Ringo, not get Bill.
You again. Everybody's loving that Grubhub deal with Prime, huh?
Amazon Prime member, you can get $0 delivery fees on Grubhub. Go to Amazon.com/Grubhub, activate your free Grubhub Plus membership, and start ordering with $0 delivery fees on Grubhub for top restaurants and your go-to spots. Eligible orders only. Terms and additional fees apply. Should we just not call for more?
I can control the radio.
Pistons down by 5 with 5 minutes to go. It's possible.
Tasted so good. IHOP's Breakfast Faves combo is now just $6. Featuring IHOP's world famous buttermilk pancakes, crispy hickory smoked bacon, and 2 eggs cooked to order your way. All for just $6. Part of the new $6 House Faves menu.
I don't really like committing to things. I'm scared. But when Verizon announced that I could lock in a low price for 3 years, I mean, yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
And it's still commercial break.
They're not watching the live action Transformers.
What are they watching?
The animated crap one, Transformers 1.
Uh,
I don't know why. If you're watching Transformers, you watch the first one so you can swoon over Megan Fox the whole night. That's what I do. If I'm watching Transformers, I'm watching it, I'm pausing it on the Megan Fox car scene.
that's mental. You not need to pause it.
Bro, I used to have fantasies over that scene, bro.
That's insane.
My background picture for like a year.
Tell me,
Who's that?
here's the 50 years.
Whose uniforms is that? They need to go back to the Commanders. Can they please bring them in the Redskins back? Glenn Powell? Glenn Powell's Chad Powers! Chad Powers!
Welcome back to Green Bay, where the Miami Dolphins are playing the clock. We have a stellar team.
The Lions picks not till 28.
It's gonna be a while.
National Football League draft.
Let's put the word of
Pick up the Dallas Cowboys so I can tell the book up here just running. Some of the best things all the picks have been made. Picks have been coming relatively quickly tonight. Very few of the teams have taken the full 10 minutes.
I will say that, yeah. Team picks have been coming in. Teams seem to know who they want.
To announce the selection.
They've been doing this for 4 months. So they better.
With the 13th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft,
Bill Johnson.
the Miami
Bill
Dolphins
Johnson.
select Kenneth Grant.
Really?
Who's that?
Defensive tackle out of Michigan
I didn't even
this
have him in the first round. I
early.
didn't even have him in the first round, did you?
Title teams are here.
Wow.
Did you have him in the first round?
He wasn't even invited.
Did you have him in the first round?
No, I had him falling.
To where?
To pick, I think, 41 for the Bears.
The big board. I think when you look at the fluctuation, both
Colts are on the clock. Tyler Warren. They're
No, I had
definitely-
Derek Harmon fall. I don't know where I had him fall into the second round though.
That is a dumb pick. Mike McDaniel, what the heck are you doing? You're supposed to be an offensive guy.
That early.
The Colts already have their pick in, which means they know they want.
It's gonna be Tyler Warren.
He showed that as well as facing Brampton at Michigan. He was really going into the year was on a par with Mason Grant. So when you look at Kenneth Grant, Calais Campbell now.
Wow.
It's an Arizona Cardinal. Defensive
That is early. I mean, and these NFL scouts must love these Michigan guys. It's just gonna be. Do the Lions take Josiah Stewart at 28?
You're neutralized. That's what Kenneth Grant, when he was on his game and the way
Wow.
he was a really good football player. And he guy I thought should get better once he's in the NFL. Once he learns to do that.
If you're thinking about his ceiling, think Dexter Lawrence from the New York Giants. That's the type of big man he is that can move. Athletic, can run, can make plays. This is not just a guy that's going to be a
They get their Calais Campbell.
Replacement?
Yeah, they're air.
And I think he has all the tools because he is a twitchy 330 pounds. He uses
Wow.
it. I need more out of him in the pass game, but from a run standpoint, he can lock down the way Dexter Lawrence did at Clemson.
Yeah, because we said with Michigan, Wake Martindale, defensive coordinator, thinks that this kid has tremendous upside. Anthony Weaver, defensive coordinator.
That is
Miami,
early.
He needs some beef on the inside. Gave him too many yards after contact. Last year's run defense will help that.
All right, so we're 13 picks into this draft, and as we bring our research producer extraordinaire Evan Kaplan into the conversation, these picks have had a very distinctly different feel, Cap, from the first 13 a year ago.
Yeah, Grady, what a difference a year makes, right? Last year, the first 14 picks in the draft were all offensive players. That is the longest streak at any point.
That's true.
Draft era. So far this year, through 13 picks, 9 offense.
Does Travis Hunter count as offensive defense?
Side.
Oh, they're counting on both sides.
Only one QB.
6 QBs. Here's last year.
Wow.
Teams are learning from their mistakes.
Well, it's Colts have made
Tyler Warren.
All the quarterbacks last year were good though.
Quarterbacks this year are good.
I don't know about that.
Milroe, Dart, Sanders, Ward.
That's not a good class.
Quinn Ewers.
With the 14th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Indianapolis Colts
Select
select
Tyler Warren.
Tyler Warren.
Yeah, I needed that.
Next pick.
I needed that one.
That's 10 points for you right there.
Yes, sir.
Draft three, just for the whole one.
I get 5 points because I got the right
Boy,
position.
that's it. Who'd you have the Colts taking?
Colston Loveland.
history. He won the national
How many points do you
award as the
get?
nation's
5.
tight end last year, catching 100.
I needed that pick right there. Let's serve.
In what proved to be a 16-game season for the NA Lions.
I didn't have a lot of receptions going the year because Theo Johnson was there. Became a New York Giant. Theo Johnson did.
That's a big. Anthony Richardson got himself a target.
Become a focal point in this offense. It was a check piece. They were creatively utilizing him in a lot of ways. I mean, a wildcat.
This man is so good. This guy's really good.
Quarterback, Southpaw in high school. Great basketball player in high school. Contested catches go with play. He's got strong hands, excellent hand-eye coordination. He's a powerful young man. Running the football after the catch, running the football.
He can play fullback. He can also play like a little bit of a slot guy.
Get him down, catch him off the shoulder like he did with Lathan Rent, the safety from Ohio State. Like I said, he came through his through passing this year. They're throwing pass.
2 tight ends drafted in the top 15.
It's kind of like last year a little bit with Brock Bowers.
No, but who else? It was only Brock Bowers, and he got drafted high.
He went to the Raiders at 8, didn't he?
I don't know if it was at 8, but it was to the Raiders.
So man, Green, you just kind of go, this dude, this is just a flat out football
Will
player.
the Falcons take Shamar Stewart, Mike Green? Who is this going to be? Jalen Walker, maybe?
I think they go Jalen Walker or Mike Green. Panthers get Bryce a weapon. Yes. That's a big weapon. They do get Bryce a weapon. Yeah, they get Bryce a weapon.
He's so smart. So the ways in which they use him, I mean, in Indianapolis, Shane Steichen's going to be like, hey, look, man, we can put
Look at this.
Anywhere because he's just so smart, has so much mental horsepower, is so versatile.
Slot receiver, he played 545
Holt's
snaps.
got a good guy. They got a guy who can play all positions.
That was Holt right now. You got maybe the best player at the position, and he fell right to you. You didn't have to do a thing.
This is just a listing of all the different.
That's true. They didn't even have to move up for Tyler Warren,
No, they didn't.
who is possibly the best tight end in this
The
draft.
Colts took a first-round tight end. Worked out pretty well. It was Dallas Clark, who was an All-Pro. And again, the celebrations are on in the hometowns tonight. Mechanicsville, Virginia, pardon me. It's wrong. And there were so Simon Glenn Allen, they were celebrating at his high school. Congratulations, guys. You produced a first-round pick in the draft.
There's a lot of kids. Those kids are, no way those kids are in high school.
They're not.
Why are they watching from high school?
Yeah, that's a good point. I don't know why these
Those are
little
a
kids
bunch
out of high school.
Those are a bunch of elementary schools.
That's a really good point. I don't know.
There he is.
If so, I don't know how they produce a big time NFL tight end. If that's the type of kids that are at that high
Did you
school.
pause your video?
No way.
Here you found
What?
No way.
It's not moving.
Was it frozen?
It's
Alright.
It's fresh veggies. It's real meat, real veggies.
Oh,
For Peter.
eyes on move. It's back. We're on frozen.
Peter. Shut it down.
As long as it gets the audio. I mean, obviously the live reaction is cool too.
It's a little. Okay.
You do make a pretty cute couple.
At pick 16, I'll probably
Making the right move.
stop,
Unless
upload the first 16, and then
The last 16.
Yeah.
He's staying there for this whole draft.
I am.
Almost them.
The Lions aren't until 28, so and then I have to calculate all the scores of everybody.
I mean, you can do that in one. What does the winner get again? What does the winner get again?
$50.
What does the second place guy get?
There's no second place.
Bro.
It's first or bust.
That pick was I the only one who got the Tower 1 pick too?
Designed for
I don't know. I'd have to check.
guaranteed for life. All powered by Tito's patented 56-volt
I'm sure others did that pick.
One battery powers all twins. Find an Ego retailer near you.
Where'd you have a Colson Loveland landing? Broncos?
Gonna stay like that.
I'm trying to get my own car insurance.
USAA. Grandpa was in the military. You shared membership with your mom so she could share with you. Easy. USAA. Check if you're eligible today.
Bounty mega roll last.
That was a big tower. I have Mike Green going to 15.
Jeez, the Falcons are taking their time.
I had Kelvin Banks going 16 to the Cards. Derek Harmon going to the Bengals.
Bills without running out. Bounce.
I had Michael Williams going 23 to the Packers.
That's where I had him.
Check out the new whip.
He went very early.
Tyler Booker also went very early.
Many Bud Lights in the takes.
A lot of Bud Lights. Feel like you're one of those.
Unique taste
Trying to go to
blackberry.
Dr. Pepper Blackberry.
that sounds good. What is the main content of Hebrews 11?
Clock is ticking, Ethan.
This looks so good.
Without a faith, not every soul on earth.
Gosh, this looks so good. What do I? He's gonna die. He's totally gonna die.
One last time.
They're totally gonna kill him. Oh, he's gonna die. That's the only way they're gonna win. It's gonna be same as Stranger Things the last season.
Are the Knicks
What?
taking it away? Yeah, the Knicks are going to win that game. Up by 7 with less than 3 minutes left.
Up by 5.
Oh, it's 5 now.
Up by 5 with 2:14 left.
I don't like the chances.
They're down by 5. Though.
Falcons are taking their time. Look at this, a minute 20 left.
Should be Mike Mears. Back in Canadian Force Slip this second round. Big about Brett.
Hampton's
I think they go Will Johnson or Walker.
Happened before. Guess what? All those quarterbacks turned out to be pretty doggone good. So for Shador Sanders, the key right now is 21 Pittsburgh. Against Pittsburgh, who maneuvers to go get Shador Sanders when they wait before he falls in their lap, right? That'll be interesting. Because guess
Who
what?
else behind the Steelers need a QB?
These organizations.
Huh?
Who else behind the Steelers needs a QB?
The ESPN draft day predictor.
No one, really.
Perhaps that Shador Sanders hasn't been drafted yet, but not stunned. Maybe the bigger surprise is that Jalen Walker is still.
That is a big surprise.
I thought the Panthers would take him.
According to our prediction,
Less than 1% chance he'd be available at pick 15? Are you
at the
kidding?
15th selection, the Atlanta Falcons are
He's from Salisbury?
defensive help with
That's the home of Cheerwine. Bro, he's from Salisbury. It's like 2 hours from me.
Yeah, let's go back to Mel Scrappett for a moment if we can. We talk about quarterback sliding, and these have been some of those that you were talking.
Yeah, there's spatial mic grades and all mocks and everything else.
Aaron Rodgers.
Who was the surprise? You see Geno Smith all the way into the second round. Jimmy Clausen plus second round, right? Brady Quinn, two Notre Dame quarterbacks. Disappointment. Look at all the hits. Aaron Rodgers, Geno, Chad Pennington dropped 18. He was picked a lot higher. Brett Favre, second round. What precise that? That was that 3 first-round picks in day 4. He went to second round. Look how that turned out. Dan Marino dropped to the end of the first round. Cal Davis with Ken O'Brien went ahead of him. So it worked out really good for 6 of the 8 quarterbacks. It slid from where they were ranked.
Who was the 2 ones that didn't do though? Brady Quinn and Jimmy Clausen? Yeah. Jimmy Clausen got drafted to the Panthers in 2010. He ended up sucking. And then we ended up getting one of the best QBs. One of the best QBs.
Who are the Falcons taking here at 15?
Will Johnson or... I think they go Will Johnson.
As high as possible. But there's some satisfaction that comes with that. But where
Dude, is that like the watch party?
That is a sick watch party.
the right place.
And what we're showing here is a look at the
That is a sick watch party.
field in Green Bay. This is just across the street. These are just people in their homes celebrating and enjoying themselves. Wow. The shadow of Lambeau Field is one of the things that makes this place so extraordinarily special.
I mean, Lambeau Field is... Green Bay, Wisconsin, literally nothing, and then there's just a football stadium just there.
Consecutive season of Packers football, making it the longest continuously used stadium in the National Football League. So a special place to hold this extraordinary event. So the Atlanta Falcons, again, a team that has struggled on defense, struggled for pass rush. One of the few teams that has used all of its allotted time so far to give us all an opportunity to catch our breath. Right? I'm told that Roger Goodell has the pick in hand and is
Got
making his
4
final
wrong.
statement.
Yeah.
So the Falcons will announce their selection here for the Atlanta and the Arizona Cardinals on the clock after them. Then Cincinnati, Seattle, Tampa Bay.
Next down by 7.
And
A minute left.
Here's the commission with the Falcons selection.
Imagine Sanders. Maybe it's so funny.
Like they did last year? That worked out for them.
NFL draft. The Atlanta Falcons select Jalen Walker,
There we go.
There we go.
Georgia.
It's a good pick.
Well, there he is. That's a game
And he's going to be close to home, too.
Yep.
Because he went to Georgia. He's going to be close.
That's linebacker.
Well, it said he was in North Carolina.
Yeah, Salisbury. That's not that far from me. It's the home of Cheerwine, the best soft drink ever. Second best soft drink.
Carolina.
Jeez, the Falcons get a steal.
What?
Falcons get a steal at 15. Jeez.
The 6.5. He's all fall as well.
Do you think they bought every single hat?
Are the Cardinals going to get Walter Nolan?
For Jalen Walker.
Dang, that seems a bit high. I had him going like 28.
Physical take one block.
This kid, number 11, and they're Frank Gaines, right? That's your guy.
Interesting, Bill. He's not.
Arthur Smith is still alive. I mean, is he still alive?
Actually is.
It's not Smith. It's Blank.
He's still alive? He's like 95.
His ability to line up in multiple positions and wreak havoc on the quarterback. He can play off the ball, he can play on the ball, but he was absolutely dynamite coming off the edge. Just ask the Texas Longhorns, they could not do anything with him. He's going to block him with a tight end, a guard, a tackle. It does not matter. Heavy hand, and as an undersized rusher, to me, he reminds me of James Harrison. I'm not concerned about that he's only 6'1". He saw James Harrison at 6'1", play outside linebacker for the Steelers and dominate. Coming off the edge, rushing against offensive tackle. I think Jalen Walker can do the exact same
When
thing.
did Arch Manning play?
Yeah,
Huh?
When did Arch Manning play? Jordan.
50 or wherever he was. You know how good he is.
Exactly.
But Jalen's interesting because
SEC
there's not
championship.
a whole lot of technique involved with it.
He played in the SEC championship.
So hard, and he's so explosive that you can see.
What do you think Quinn Ewers is gonna
with
be?
his hand, and he never gives up. Effort sacks are something that they're not effort
What do you think
sacks,
Quinn Ewers
it's
goes?
normal. That's just the way he plays. It'll be interesting
Third,
to see
fourth
what
round?
Raheem Morris starts
I had
with.
him falling mid-second.
Because he does play all
To the
over
Colts.
place. 2 points.
Or maybe the
So
third.
you
I
have
don't
the
remember.
Colts taking a
My
quarterback.
guy,
I do.
This guy's going to be a hell of a blitzer.
I think I have him in the third to the Colts.
Step up in the A gap and take on this dude. Because I'll tell you better have a strong neck. And you better be able to play low because this dude is coming now. And he comes with a lot of fury. I'm looking forward to see what they do with him in order to get the pass what they need.
Well, to that point.
I did not have him. I'm not doing too well in this first round. I don't think you are either.
No, I'm doing awful.
I think most people are.
Raheem Morris and this defense trying to fix
So linebacker had an edge, so I don't even get points there, sadly. Jalen Walker's a linebacker, not an edge, so I don't even get points there for
See, I had
that.
the Falcons taking an edge.
Yeah, so no one gets points there.
Defensive player since Vic Beasley.
How much you had like a Jahad Campbell?
No, I had him taken by Green.
I had Jahad Campbell going at 19.
For some of us, personal finances aren't just personal. We use money as a tool to help all the people we hold in our hearts. Loved ones, neighbors, the communities we call home, and
Wow.
those we care about.
I got the hiccups.
At Thrivent, we help you plan your financial picture with the bigger picture in mind. Because the most important thing isn't what you're planning for. It's
It's not great.
Thrivent, where
Def-
money
All right, and so we continue here live from Green Bay, where the Atlanta Falcons
Why is my
make
phone
Jalen
open?
Walker from Georgia the 15th pick in the draft. The Arizona Cardinals on the top.
Cardinals in.
We'll select next in Cincinnati, Seattle,
Oh, I got the hiccups,
and
bro.
Denver will round out the top 20 picks before we get to Pittsburgh at number
Oh,
20.
my goodness,
That's
dude.
the next spot where we might expect
My
to see
goodness.
a quarterback.
Stand upside down.
It's
fine, it's fine, it's fine.
Here at 16.
Didn't you say you wanted to stop the video after this pick and to start a new one?
Yeah.
You think about a guy like Janae Barron or Will Johnson, quarterback.
I think they
Forgot
take-
about Jedi Barron.
I think they take Will Johnson.
Yeah, Will Johnson's still on the board too.
Right. One of the hills of a heck of a year. He's the go-to guy for the second ball. I was surprised Kevin Wilbert no one went ahead of Matthew Golden. Matthew Golden, Trevor Campbell, the Houston Cougars were outstanding. Really had under all year concentrate. Just get on the play, the respectful same was the key spot. But they're from really good here. I think we'll figure where they go. The defense, the way they play, they will there. City Spectre, a young defensive tackle. Or do they go corner or safety like Barron? So Will Johnson will help that wide receiver. Kyler Murray getting back to the ball.
Well, that's what I was going to say. You talk about helping a young quarterback. Let's have to need wide receivers.
Hey, dude.
It's not great.
It sounds like a heartbeat.
They didn't care
Yep.
about the
Some people call it a frog.
quarterback. They did in Chicago. We got him a tight end. You got to help him, whether it's some weapons on the outside or protection.
You think they get Matthew Golden here?
They got in the head coach down there.
Marvin Harrison and Matthew Golden.
That's
I don't see it happening. I think they need to get someone on defense.
They get
They need some dudes on the inside. We'll take up one find Josh Sweat from free agency. Josh Sweat from the Philadelphia Eagles who wound up pairing it up in the Super Bowl against Kansas City.
Will be Will Johnson. Will be a corner. Will be Walter Nolan, a defensive tackle.
Walter Nolan goes that high. We said that about Tyler Booker and
Calvin Banks?
Yeah.
Or Kenneth Grant?
Yeah. Kenneth Grant was not supposed to be a tight end.
No, he was a borderline.
That's 15 in the 2020 draft. The Arizona Cardinals select Walter Nolan,
You got that right!
Mississippi.
10 points.
That's 10 points, baby!
Okay. Let me see if I got.
I know my stuff, baby. What a pick from the Cardinals.
I'm gonna see if I got that same position. Oh no, I said offensive tackle.
For the Outland Trophy. Yeah, for shield. As many tackles for loss as Saturday.
Walter Nolan, baby. I'm back in the game.
Are you not doing too well?
No.
I had Tyler Warren picked. Did you bring Tyler Warren to the Colts?
Move him around.
Did you have Tyler Warren to the Colts?
I have 10,
The fifth.
15,
Campbell back in Arizona to mentor.
20,
So I think from a standpoint of developing young players,
30.
teaching him right, making him understand what it takes to be a professional football player. This is, I think, what Walter Nolan needs that will benefit him in his career.
And I think the
35,
part is really necessary.
45.
Can be as good as he wants to be. He can be Dominic Greedy. He has multiple position versatility, but I line him up in 3 techniques. Because a guy like this has to get vertical, that can hit gaps and get to the quarterback. When you pick a defensive tackle this high,
50.
impact play, not just tackles for losses.
I have 65 points right now.
You won't cause fumble.
How many points do I have?
Against defensive
I don't know. I just calculated my own. I don't know. I'm not looking at yours.
Get around the offensive guard and get to the quarterback.
Oh, do I? Oh, I guess I do. I do get streaks, so I might have more. Do I have any in a row? So I guess it's 66.
He was the number 1 recruit out of high school. Remember that?
Get the fries out of him. Get the sack.
Yeah, I got 66.
That's what I want to see.
Dang, how many do I have?
I don't know.
Let's calculate it.
Same